Hey, everybody. Welcome to this episode of, oh my God, I'm trying to find the right damn. There we go. There we go. Welcome, everybody, to the World Cup Finals live watch along here on the Outlaw Nation channel, being simulcast also on the Game Time channel there. I hadn't transferred the video over of the Outlaw Nation logo, so I had to switch back brands. So I apologize right off the bat. But hey, we are here. We are live. We are having ourselves a good old time here, getting ready for this World Cup final between Argentina and France. And just to give you a little heads up here, I'm going to be watching it here on the YouTube TV. We're looking at the lineups right now. Look at that. You got the setup there. And there's the lineup for France. We just saw the lineup for Argentina. Got Hugo Lloris there in goal, but a 4-1-2-3, pretty much keeping the same system they had against Morocco. And they got there some strong midfielders out with Rabiot and Chouamani and Griezmann coming in here. Griezmann going to be an interesting guy to watch. You know, he was fantastic against Morocco, fantastic throughout the tournament, to be honest with you. And now we're going to see what they put together with Giroud and with Mbappe there leading, and Dembele as well, man. And this is an incredible team. I'm telling you, this is one of the best World Cup finals teams I've ever seen. Argentina feels a little bit like a LeBron bringing his team forward here to the finals and having everybody around him elevate their game to try to match what Messi can bring to the table. So whereas France, I think, is a much more complete team. And for those of you who watch my World Cup watch-alongs, you know I've said that about France, that they're a better team than just about any team in the tournament. Individually at positions, they might not be as good as other teams, but overall, they're a better team than anyone else. All right, here we go. Here's the kickoff here. Thanks, everybody, for joining me here live. This is going to be a lot of fun for sure. I'm going to enjoy the hell out of this one. And please remember to subscribe to the channel down below if it's the first time tripping onto the Outlaw Nation channel. And also, really, please subscribe to the Game Time channel, our new sports channel. This is being simulcast on both channels, so I'd appreciate it. We're trying to get to that 1,000 subscribers mark on the Game Time channel. So if you could, the description or the link is in the chat, or in the in the description of the video. Go there real quick and subscribe. Or if you're watching right now, and you stumble upon the Game Time channel, like I said, it's been simulcast, please make sure you subscribe to that channel as well. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours, so we can monetize that channel. And I did promise you guys that I would do the final on this channel, on the Outlaw Nation channel, at the same time as the Game Time channel, which is why we're doing it here. So thanks to everybody who's joining me. Great to see all you all hanging out with me right now live as we're watching this thing. We got 32 of you joining me right now live. Thank you so much, Gentleman Scientist, Tyler Hackner, Kevin Burton, JMB, what's up? Affin Peanuts, like Ronan Unchained, Luis Macias, what's up, Luis? Good to see you. And Angelo Ortiz, Will Smith, Poochute Riot is there. I think Phil was in here earlier as well, but maybe he deleted his comment. I didn't see it there, but let's make it happen today. This is going to be a lot of fun for sure, and we'll see what ends up being the result here. What do you guys have? What are your predictions as you look at these teams, as you look at how they fielded their players and the formations they've chosen? What do you anticipate? Oh, a little bit of extra. Is there a yellow already, or is that a penalty? Oh, I mean, sorry, just a foul. All right, let's talk to him. Yeah, I mean, yeah. See, this is the danger game that the Argentinians play to try to kind of blunt the offensive attack of the French. They can try to get with them, get in their faces, push them a little bit, bully them a little bit to throw them off their rhythm. This is just something, also a little bit of mind games, but it could blow up in their face because they could get yellow cards, they could get reds, depending on how emotional they get. And look, Paredes, the guy who launched that ball into the Dutch bench, he is on the bench today for Argentina. He is not starting, so maybe the coach figuring out that this isn't the smartest move to have him start in a highly charged game like this. But already a cross into the box, handled there, but not quite 100% out. Oh, here goes Messi. Oh boy, watch out now, Messi. Oh, good defense there. Good shielding defense there. No. Okay, I'm gonna start appealing for penalties or bullshit now. Come on. So yeah, good. A little bit offside there already. Anyway, so it wouldn't have counted even if he'd gotten his foot on the ball and gotten a goal there. It would not have counted. So there you go. And there's Scaloni. He's the youngest coach to take care of a team here. Let's bring that up. Some facts for you all who might be watching right now. This is the facts for France. If France wins, it would become the fourth nation to win the World Cup at least 3 times. It would become the third nation to win back-to-back World Cup titles, and first since Brazil in 1962. And before that, I think it was in the 1930s that Italy did it. Its record with Kylian Mbappe in the starting 11 would improve to 12-0-0. Let that sink in. Undefeated at the World Cup, Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe would join Pele as the only players to win multiple men's World Cup titles before turning 24 years old. Hugo Lloris would become the first man to win multiple World Cups as captain. Argentina would join Germany as the most runner-up finishes in the World Cup. That's not something you really want to have on your resume, but that is the truth there for Argentina. So, yeah, really strong stuff there for the French to be able to get some of those accolades if they win this title here. But, of course, Argentina themselves trying to go for a third World Cup win as well. So we'll see how this plays out for them. You know, they won in 78. They're on their own home turf, I believe, and then they won in 86 in Mexico. So a fantastic. And I remember I watched that match, by the way. That was Maradona leading them against West Germany, and it was a fantastic match, 3-2. You know, the Argentinians looked to be in control of the match, but the West Germans came back in the second half. So it was a fantastic match. And of course, the West Germans 4 years later got their revenge on the Argentinians, winning there in 1990, I believe. So there you go. But yeah, these guys have faced, I think, 12 times, and Argentina has a much better record against them. And in World Cup matches, of course, the last time they faced each other was in the round of 16 in the last World Cup, and that was a 4-3 victory for France. So I anticipate we're going to see a highly powered offensive game here. I don't anticipate we're going to go like 0-0 into penalty kicks. I don't think that would be. I don't think that's on the cards, to be honest with you. By the way, I've said this for a while in the tournament. I love the outfits. I love the uniforms of the French. I think this is my favorite kit of the tournament. Some people have really enjoyed the Japanese kit. Some people have enjoyed the other kits, but for me, this is the one that I enjoy the most. I just like the dark blue. I'm a big navy blue fan, as you can tell by what I'm wearing. So I'm a mad fan of that kind of stuff. So there you go. Let's see here. Kevin, my parents are on vacation. Wish they could be here. Dad and I have watched every Argentinian game. Oh, I'm sorry, Kevin. Yeah, I hear you, brother. I mean, my dad and I, we watched every World Cup final together that we could. Even, I mean, like I said, when we watched Argentina beat West Germany 3-2 in 86, we drove all the way down to my uncle's house, who had it on closed circuit TV that he had ordered on his little black and or a little 32-inch blue, or no, 28-inch blue color TV. And we were all crowded around, all us Latinos crowded around in one living room watching the match. So it was pretty fantastic. And watching Maradona put on an absolute masterclass in that match for sure. So yeah, my dad and I, you know, my dad passed in 2008. So that's a tough loss because I can't enjoy these World Cup finals with him. So I absolutely understand. I mean, that's the one thing we always connected on was soccer. And we were big fans of France when they won in 1998 on their own home soil. We loved Les Bleus, and we, especially because they beat Brazil. My dad and I always hated Brazil. We did not like Brazil. We've never liked Brazil. I've never liked Brazil. Do I like Brazilian players? Yes, Firmino, Coutinho, Alisson, what have you. But the team itself, I never cheer for the team itself. And my dad kind of instilled that in me. And my father, so we became big fans of France, but my father lived in Buenos Aires, Argentina for 17 years, and he loved it down there. So he instilled a love of Argentina for me. So for me, I'm cheering for both of these teams. I want to have a fantastic game. And I think we're going to get a fantastic game with both of these offensive-minded teams. So, but yeah, been cheering. Here we go. On the wing. I'm not saying, I don't say F Brazil. We just don't cheer for Brazil. This just in. But yeah, so we love, so, you know, we've got our points of views because my dad is and my mom are Bolivian. Oh, here we go. A deflection almost. That was good defense. See, the Argentinians are coming, man. This is, as I said, this is going to be a heck of a matchup between these two. I think both of them really want to put this ball in that net as many times as possible. And I don't mean to say that as kind of like you're supposed to score goals. I just mean like they are hungry for goals, not just to win, but to score. There's a power in that for them. But yeah, look at that kit. I love that blue kit, that dark blue kit. It's so nice. I don't know if I like the Argentinian kit so much because of the 3 stripes on top. I got no problem with Adidas. I'm wearing the Argentina. Oh my God, Argentina pants. Can you tell that it's early in the morning? It's 7 in the morning. Oh, Kevin says, Rocco, my dad also lived in Buenos Aires when he was younger. That's how he became a fan. That's awesome. Yeah. My dad worked for the Siemens Corporation, after he fled Bolivia because of another regime change in that country. And so he stayed there for 17 years, never saw his cousins or his sisters and brothers for 17 years because of that situation. My dad fled the country because they changed. And when they changed, he became, in essence, a political exile. And it wasn't until it changed over to another regime that my dad was allowed to come back and see his family. So it was a heck of an experience. And he's always, we always talked about it when he was still with us. So. Yeah, that's totally a foul. I mean, you can't purposely look at that. That's absolutely a foul. And that's how dirty the Argentinians. But I mean, I think that should be a yellow. It's an intentional attempt to hurt the goalie. That should absolutely be a yellow. He did not play the ball at all. Completely looked at the goalie the whole time, then thrust his shoulder into the goalie. Now, if they've hurt Hugo Lloris here, this is pretty dirty tactics by the Argentinians. I know a lot of people have been cheering for Argentina. Certainly I was and have been, but some of their tactics, I mean, the stuff they pulled after the Netherlands game, that's a little classless. I mean, you won the game. Yeah, let them talk shit, but you won the game. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. That's absolutely an elbow into the stomach of Hugo Lloris. That should be a yellow, for God's sakes. That's ridiculous, that kind of play. It has no place in the World Cup final, man. Sportsmanship, not dirty-ass emotional bullshit. That should be the name of the game here in the World Cup final. And this may be a bit of a tactic by the French to kind of dull the offensive rhythm of the Argentinians, because they came out clearly on the front foot and we're causing the French all kinds of problems here in the first 10 minutes. Don't be surprised. This is part of the tactics for them to kind of slow down. It's kind of like what we see in the NFL now, where these guys flop on the ground when to kind of slow the offensive rhythm of the other team. We saw it last night against the Bills and the Dolphins, when one of those Dolphins players just all of a sudden immediately fell down after Josh Allen had run the ball like 40 yards to try to stop them scoring real quick. What a great game, by the way. I hope you guys watched that game. That was fantastic. I hated the Colts-Vikings game because I wanted the Vikes to lose, and I didn't even bother watching the Browns-Ravens game. But there you go. Ravens lose again. But for me, that Dolphins-Bills game, man, let's get a three-peat. I mean, let's get a rubber match between those guys in the playoffs. That's going to be a lot of fun for sure. And if Buffalo keeps playing like they're playing now, there's no way they don't retain that number one spot. And it's going to be very fascinating to see what they do. All right. He was not pushed into Lloris. Give me a fucking break, Leonard. Come on, Leonard. Let's play fair, Leonard. Let's look at what's actually happening on the screen. He literally looked at the goalie, then thrust his elbow and jumped into him. That is not a thing where he was pushed into him. He used the momentum of the French defender who was going up to head the ball to push himself off the French defender into the goalie. It was not some kind of accident, for God's sakes. Literally looked at the goalie and then thrust his elbow in there. But clearly the Argentinians are coming to attack. Like that's the thing you're seeing here. They want to get a quick early goal. They want to jump on France. They want to mess France up. They want to have France combust, because everybody knows the French sometimes can combust. Oh, good pass there. Nice defense. But so can the Argentinians. They can get too emotional. They can get too handball there. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Leonard says, I'm not playing fair. Come on, Leonard. I'm looking at what's on the video, Leonard. If he looks at the goalie and then goes, ugh, that's an elbow, okay? It's different if he threw his shoulder in to try to get to the ball. But the fact that he made an elbow motion means he knows exactly where the goalie was. He knew exactly where the goalie's stomach was, and he intentionally threw that elbow to try to mess and hurt Hugo Lloris. This is a tough team. I wasn't sure what to expect from this team, but they're playing well, the Argentinians. I thought France was going to come out and just absolutely outclass them, but they have stepped up to the plate big time. France can't get anything going. Oh, here we go. Watch out now. Nice. Look at the vision there to go across field. Must be a Liverpool with Trent and Robbo. Mbappe. Oh, nice pass. Oh, almost a 1-2. Trying to go 1-2 there. Good defense by the Argentinians. Kind of shut off. I'm sure they're very well aware of what Mbappe could do. I think the pass was in the middle. Giroud was sitting there. I think the better pass was Giroud in the middle. Maybe Giroud makes a spin on the defender and gets a shot in rather than going for Mbappe there on a 1-2. Kevin wants to know how France will deal with the illness. They dealt with it. Apparently, they had 24 people training on Saturday, so they're fine illness-wise. Nobody of any starting note for the French has been hindered. Konate is back. Like, everybody is back who had possibly caught this thing. Oh boy, watch out now! Watch out now! Good moves there. A lot of dummies. Is he offside? Yeah, I think he's offside. Yeah. Good stuff. I mean, the Argentinians are being very creative here against the French. Certainly throwing them off a little bit here. Look at that. Almost two dummies to lead to that shot on the side. Didn't quite get there with the defender, but it was beautiful intentions. Look at that. Yeah, very smart. Good move there. Yes, Leonard, let us agree to disagree. That's fine with me. Again, let me say how much we got. We got 55 of you watching me live right now. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on this early morning on the West Coast, at least for me. And for those of you who are international, thank you so much for hanging out with the Outlaw here on the Outlaw Nation. I'm a mad lover of football/soccer. For those of you who don't know, I'm a huge Liverpool fan, been that way since the 90s. So, soccer's in my blood. Football's in my blood. So I've been really enjoying doing these live watch-alongs. It's the first time I've had a YouTube channel during a World Cup cycle. So just kind of figuring out which games to put on the Outlaw Nation channel as well as the Game Time channel and which games to just have on the Game Time channel. So it's been fun to kind of figure that out. So thank you, everybody, for joining me. And I appreciate if you hit a like on this video as you're watching right now as well. And if you want to leave a comment down below, that would be fun later on if you're watching it later. Some of you do. And also, please remember to subscribe to the Game Time Sports channel. I'm starting to wake up a little bit, so I'm understanding what I'm saying now with my mouth and with my words. So down in the description of this video is the link to the Game Time Sports channel. So I'd appreciate you all sending or subscribing to that so we can get to 1,000 subscribers. That would be fantastic or 1,000 subscribers rather, and 4,000 watch hours. That'd be fantastic for us. Also, if you want to send in any Streamlabs, Super Chats, got any questions about the World Cup final, got any concerns about the World Cup final, feel free to do so. I've pinned it in the chat there right now, so you can take a look at it and send in any Streamlabs or any support for me doing this World Cup final and hanging out with y'all. And I appreciate y'all could be watching the professional sportscaster, so I appreciate y'all hanging out with me and having some fun watching some a World Cup final soccer here or football. Oh, skies that. Oof. Di Maria. Now, Di Maria is in the squad right now for Paredes. And as I mentioned, Paredes is the one who launched that ball into the bench of the Netherlands. He is not starting. Di Maria is starting. Di Maria is a much more offensive-minded guy, I think, than Paredes. Paredes is a little more of a combo defense offense guy. So, almost had a shot there. Almost had a really good shot. Level 2 says Victoria de la France. De la France. Mr. Poopy Pants says it's 4:15 there. Is that 4:15 in the afternoon in Europe? Is that what it is right now? I think that's what it is right now. So, yeah, 12:17 where JMB is at. Yeah. I envy fuckers on the East Coast. Like 10:15. This is perfect. Having your pancakes and your omelet. I had to shove down a Starbucks breakfast with a little bit of iced tea, which is in here, so that I could do this game today. So, I'm up on a Sunday morning. I'm up. I like it. I don't mind it, especially for something like this. So the French are starting to slowly come into this game. I mean, the Argentinians are still attacking, still pushing them back, but the French are finding their ways to the box. Are they going to be able to put stuff together? We shall see. But it's going to be very interesting. My girlfriend's bragging about the Wordle. She got here goes Dembele. Watch out now. Wow. Wow. This is really good. Taliafico. This Argentine defense, they're going to start to open up some space. Oh. Ooh. Oh, right outside the box. Is it right outside the box? Oof. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, that's absolutely a foul. It threw his body right into him. So, which I would argue might not have been necessary because it looked like his momentum was taking him past the Argentinian defender, and maybe the ball was going to squirt over the line there for a goal kick rather than a foul. So, Anthony says not a fan of the commentators either. We'll be muting them for Rocha. I know we got 2 American commentators. Kind of weird on the Fox feed to not have a British commentator on this. I gotta agree. Oh! I think that would have been a foul, right? I don't think that would have counted. Yeah. You can't be doing that. You can't be launching yourself over the back of people like that. You can jump over the back of someone, but can't launch yourself over their back like that. But that tells you how much Giroud wants this. Like, look at the way he's sacrificing his body. I would tell you there are times that Arsenal and Chelsea fans would have liked to have seen that kind of effort from Giroud when he was playing for them. He wasn't always consistent in his effort, shall I say. JMB saying we should do Liverpool matches together. I think it's a possibility. I just got a monopod off of Amazon, which I really like, very sturdy monopod. And that may be what we use to shoot when we go. If we're going to watch Liverpool games together, I may set it up next to the TV and we'll just record ourselves watching the games. And if I can find a way to do, what do you call that? Mics that are attached, wireless mics to both of us, then maybe we can do that. We shall see. Oh, Messi, man. I can't believe it's only been 20 minutes and there's so much action already for the first 20 minutes of the game. It's fantastic. I love this. I knew we were in for a good one, and already we've already seen some really nice moves from both teams to get into positions to possibly score. We've seen some near openings. Oh, nice pass there to the wing. Di Maria. Oh, nice move there. Look at it. Oh, creating the space. Got to cut it. Oh, that's a penalty. Damn. There it is. Yeah, man. He went around you, bro. You threw your body into him. God, I love that kid. I want that kid. I would have bought that kid, except right now that kid is like $200. No way am I buying that for $200. Oh, yeah, totally. You can't hit him from behind, bro. I mean, he's going to fall. That's the thing. Di Maria, look at that right there. All you needed was a little bit of contact. I don't think it's a penalty. I think it's a bit of a dive, but you don't want to give the referee an excuse to call the penalty. And so when he got by him, he pushed him a little bit from behind, and that's all you need. Any striker, any attacker worth their salt will go down on the ground. By the way, if Messi scores here, he'll be the first player to score in every round of the World Cup ever in the history of the World Cup. So that's something I was reading the other day, which I thought was shocking, and I looked up the stats, and absolutely true. This is no less than they deserve. They have been on the front foot the whole time, asking questions of the French defense, asking questions of the French. And the French are playing a little bit scared, a little bit intimidated by the situation. So maybe they feel more pressure. Oh, there it is by Messi. Nice goal. Tricked him completely. It's no less than they deserve. I mean, they've been, as I said, they've been on the front foot. They've been pushing the French back, disrupting the rhythm of the French, not letting them get into their normal movements. And so you see it. So good start for the Argentinians, get themselves a goal. Messi getting himself a goal in a World Cup final is always a great thing. So there it is. And Nathan Stowe says, do you think Messi is going to be in the next World Cup? No, I don't. No. This is it. I think this is his last game at the World Cup, to be honest with you. And why not? If he wins this thing, there's nothing else left he has to prove. Like, honestly. And people try to tell me Ronaldo is the GOAT. I just have to laugh my ass off at that. Guy's never been able to lead his team to the World Cup final. You can't tell me he's a GOAT. You can't. Pele is a GOAT. Messi is a GOAT. Mbappe will be a future GOAT. Trust me on that. But, this is. Yeah. Exactly what Stu's saying. Yeah. 97th goal for Argentina. Incredible. I know. If he wins the World Cup, that's it. Like, the argument is over. I don't care. All the Cristiano Ronaldo fans who are talking out of their asses trying to tell me that he's better than Messi, just you can't even compare. Messi leading Barcelona to multiple Champions League finals or victories. Yeah, let's see how the French. Oh, it was a good idea by Mbappe, but didn't quite get the pass right. Watch out now. You don't want the Argentines to start feeling themselves. It'll be 3-0 before you know it. 3-0 before you know it. Leonard says, I think that Messi might try to defend the Copa America title and then retire from international football. That's just my opinion, though. Who knows? Yeah, I could see that. I mean, that's another thing. You won the Copa America, right? So I don't think Ronaldo's led Portugal to the Euro title, has he? I don't think they've won the Euros. Or am I off on that? Did they win in 2018? I don't remember right now. I just know that they've been upset so many times at big tournaments. Never been able to, get the big one. Someone correct me on that. Did Portugal win the Euros? I don't remember if they won the Euros a few years ago. 2016. Thank you, Leonard. I appreciate that. So in 2016, they did win one. Fair enough. But Messi's been to 2 World Cup finals. Cristiano has not. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Watch out now. Oh, Giroud. Oh, come on. Are they going to call? Oh, yeah, I was going to say. That's a kick. See, that's what they're going to do. I'm sorry, guys. When you play Argentina, they're going to get up in your shit. They're going to actually get up in your shit. They like to mess with you. They're like all Avery Bradleys. There's like a team of Avery Bradleys that are just coming up to mess with your rhythm, push you around, bully you, kick you when they shouldn't kick you, all that kind of stuff. Because all they're trying to do is get into your head and rattle you. That's all they're trying to do is get in your head and rattle you. Oh. Oh, here come. They're going to start flopping now. Here they go. Here they come with the flopping, trying to get yellows, trying to get reds. This is their game. This is absolutely their game. So if you're France, you got to play above that shit. You can't dial into that shit. You just got to stay focused. Oh, come on. Oh, my God. Give me a break. Oh, my God. As my dad would say, farsante, que farsante. Ooh. Again, he fell down. Jesus. Oh, he collapses now. Give me a fucking break. What is happening here? Uh-oh. Is that Messi? Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Look, Messi had no shot at getting that ball and threw himself into the French defense again. And now he played it. Like, come on. Messi had no shot at getting that ball, the 2 foot tall versus a guy who's 6 foot tall. Give me a break, man. But he went in there to try to stop the momentum there. It's good. Look, it's good gameplay. It may be dirty. It may be not the right way to play the game, but, it's good gameplay that blunts the French offensive rhythm. That's insane. You should not be giving up all your life savings to come see a player play in the World Cup, for God's sakes. Come on now. I'm watching right here from my office, and I'm enjoying the hell out of this, and I don't need to be in the stadium. I don't need to sacrifice all my money to be in the stadium. But there is an obsession people have with this game all over the world, and they're willing to do things like that. Yeah, the French look completely just behind it, off of just a beat off. Yeah, they look scared. Yeah, it wasn't a foul on Messi. It was not a foul on Messi. Messi threw himself into the defender. The defender was clearly the favorite to get the ball, or the midfielder rather, for the French. But Messi's going to get the calls. It's his rumored final World Cup game, so the ref's going to be a little more lenient for him, and that's the way it goes in sports. You guys know that. Jordan got all the calls. LeBron gets a lot of the calls. That's the game. It's always been the game. Oh, almost a second goal there. Oh, offside. Oh. The French need to get themselves a goal right. I don't know. It looked like a French player got it. Yeah, right there. Oh, okay. It went off as a deflection off the Argentinian player. Commentators, I don't think he plays again for Argentina regardless. Maybe. Rod V66 says all soccer games are dirty now. Yeah. French need to be as dirty as they were a little bit with Morocco. I don't know if you guys watched that semifinal, but they were messing with the Moroccans the whole time. They have to have the same kind of desire to do that here in order to kind of mess with Argentinians. Now, are they going to flop and try to get yellows and reds? Yes, they are. Look, a nice move by Alvarez there. Uh-oh, here we go again. Man, Argentinians have been just on the offensive front foot the whole first half. The whole 30 minutes. They have asked questions of the French, asked questions of the French defense. And it looks to me like they don't have the answers right now, France. And that's scary in a World Cup final. Mbappe, you've heard his name called once or twice in the first half? And he's supposed to be one of the stars of France. So that tells you how good the defense is of the Argentinians right now, how well they've game planned for the French. And remember, the Argentinians have a little bit of revenge on their minds too, because the last World Cup, they were also favorites and knocked out of the round of 16 by the French in a thrilling 4-3 game. So maybe there's a little bit of a revenge going on for the Argentinians as well. And who can blame them? I mean, even though they're the percentages favor them by a slight percentile, they see themselves as the underdog. And some of these players probably have a sense of pride, like, hey, we're more than just Messi. So they want to show what they can do here in a situation like this. Nice pass by Messi. Almost. Oh, wow, we kept it in bound. Nice job, Di Maria. Uh-oh. Saved it there. I mean, there are gaps here in the Argentinian. There are gaps. You've got to find the gaps, though. You've got to find the gaps. They're there because they're being so aggressive offensively. They are so prone to a well-coordinated counterattack. So that's what you've got to look out for if you're France, is like that one errant pass, that one deflection, and when it happens, absolutely tear down the sidelines or down the middle, depending on how you get the ball, in order to take advantage of the Argentinians who will be kind of scrambling to recover. And that's what you got to do here in a counter. When a team's this offensive-minded, you've got to find the counterattack. Oh, good defense there. Good defense. Messi was about to make that pass too. So you got to buzz around him. You got to buzz around him. Be smart with your positioning, and then buzz around him and see what you can do. See, right now they're just kind of desperately kicking the ball out, desperately trying to stop the movement of the Argentinians, but they're not quite getting the break they need and the amount of time they need on the ball in order to blunt the attack. That's great defense. Look at that. Oof. Close.
That's a concern, though, if you're France. And that's what we're talking about, that space behind. There's no pressure on the ball, which means he can finally just drift, pick up the ball, and then turn it.
Yeah, James said the betting odds of this game were even between the two teams. Yeah. But the Argentinians, in their minds, they see themselves as underdogs. especially because the French are trying to be the first team to ever repeat as champions since the 1960s. And to me, I would argue it's a way more incredible feat to do it now with the level of talent and the amount of teams that are in the World Cup, because more teams means more games means more opportunities to blow it. And so the fact that they play more games to achieve their repeat, I would argue, is of much more note. And as countries have developed into soccer powerhouses and stuff, like no one was looking at Africa as a powerhouse continent of soccer back in the 1930s or 60s. But now they are. Proof is in the pudding with Morocco being the first African team to make it to the semifinal of a World Cup. So that's the differences. Now, some people might argue, well, there was better talent back then. It was more concentrated. So it was harder because teams were the ones that could play were much more talented. But to me, this is a much more difficult task now to repeat, much more notable. AB wants to know, who are your tournament favorites? France. I certainly had France as a favorite. I did not have England as a favorite. I just had a feeling like they're good players, but they're not a good team. There's the difference there. And I can't believe they're still considering keeping Southgate. I don't understand that at all. One of the most boring coaches, boring tactics, boring styles. And yes, they got to the finals, but an underdog Italy absolutely discombobulated them. And then Harry Kane misses that penalty. And look, I get it, sympathy, understanding. How many of us could actually hit a World Cup final penalty or semifinal penalty? In a pressure pack situation like that, not a lot of us. But that to me, that's about team mentality. Do you imagine Messi would miss a second penalty? Uh-oh. Watch out now. Oh, good pass. Oh, there it is. Wow. Man, the Argentinians have come to play here. Woo, the French have absolutely no answers right now. Yeah, shoot your snot rocket because you got no answers right now. You guys are stuffed up. This is absolutely incredible. What a beautiful pass from the wing to the other winger, and then bang, right into the goal. I think Lloris made a mistake coming out. I think stay positioned as a goalie and until the and look, this is what I was saying to you guys, right? This is the counterattack, and I thought the French would be able to launch the counterattack, but look at the Argentinians launching this counterattack. It's brilliant. And look, see, and to me, Lloris got caught in two minds. He got caught cheating over to a great pass by Messi there. Look at that, just a beautiful pass. But got caught cheating over to the right before the pass was delivered, and then by the time it got over to the left, he was too out of position to be able to put too much resistance on the shot. So I think he should have stayed where he was, and that way you cut down the angle for Di Maria to shoot, make it harder for him by having to go to the outer angle. So, oh my God, they're crying. Look at the crying. It's as if they haven't won 2 World Cups before. I mean, I could understand United States fans crying if we're in the World Cup and we're winning 2-0 in a final because we've never won a fucking cup before. But these people who have won twice in their history, and arguably looking at that older lady, she's been alive for all of them. I just find that fascinating to see the tears and stuff. That's something I will never understand. If you've already won, like I don't cry when the Yankees win a World Series again. Like it just doesn't occur to me. I cried when Liverpool won the title a couple of years ago during the COVID times, because they hadn't won the title in my lifetime that I had witnessed them winning the Premier League title. They'd won the title like back in the 80s when I wasn't watching them. So for me, it was very emotional. But I always wonder about that kind of stuff. Like my Florida State Seminoles could win the national championship, but we've won it twice. I wouldn't be in tears. But like I said, football is a very, very emotional game. People put a lot of their national identity into their team, certainly. And so there's such a massive level of pride. And also you got to ask yourself, like situations that their countries are in, stuff like that. Like there's a sense of feeling like we matter when you win a World Cup. We're a small, not small, but we're a country that, kind of doesn't get factored into a lot of the discussions when it comes to world politics. And so this idea of stamping our presence in the world that comes through in these moments, so absolutely. Well, JMB, no, but they'd have 14 or 16, but not while I was like, watching them in the 80s, for God's sakes. A majority of the fans now, I would argue, have only ever seen the World Cup. Liverpool win the most recent title. I bet a majority of them have not seen Kenny Dalglish and Ian Rush and all those teams from back then winning the title. And then, by the way, they never won the Premier League title until 2 years ago. So, they had won when it was called something else, but not when it was called. Now, okay, how about this? Champions League finals. Like, I don't cry when we win a Champions League final. I'm super happy when we win a Champions League final, but I don't cry because I've seen them win, against AC Milan, and then recently against Tottenham. I've seen them win those. And we're fucking magical, man, in the Champions League. But anyway, like I said, it's something that I wonder about, and I only have like my personal assessment of it all. But I don't fault anyone for crying, for sure, because there's so much love people have for this team. And because I grew up in the United States, you know what I'm saying? So for me, if we ever win a World Cup, I'll lose my damn mind. I will absolutely lose my damn mind because it's been a journey since the shot heard around the world when we qualified for the World Cup in 1990, I think, with the 1-0 win against Trinidad and Tobago. To me, that was an incredible moment to qualify for the World Cup. So if we ever win one after 30 plus years of living and dying with this team, I'm going to be real happy and to probably get emotional about it. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, the French don't know what to do. They're just playing with them now. This is playground ball. They're just kicking the ball to each other. Look at this. It's amazing. See, when great teams are in rhythm, they find spaces on the field that are wide open. Oh, there you go. That's a foul. Absolutely. But you're seeing the Argentinians now are just fucking with them. They're just playing with them now. They've gotten they hooked them on the line, and now they got him. And I bet this was the plan all along. Score quickly, score early, throw them off. Is there a substitute happening already? Wow. Giroud is coming out? Holy shit. Wow. Dominic, what a decision here. Wow. That is shocking. To do this in the first. Wow. So where does Mbappe move to? Mbappe moves to the front of the line here, right? As a 2, is it a 4-4-2? Is that what they're switching it to? Jesus, 2 substitutes and 2 prominent players coming out too. The guy who gave up the World Cup. Oh, there's is that Jerkaev? Yeah, Jenny Taft giving us the 4-1-1. Yeah, this feels. I don't know if this is a smart move, but if this is a smart move by Dominic to kind of shore up the defense and blunt the Argentinian attack, then great, and maybe it opens up doors, opens up unexpected lanes for the French to launch their attack. But Mbappe now much more of a middle role here. You can see here he's moving more towards the middle where Giroud was, so maybe being more of a point man in all of this. I don't know. Yeah, this is clearly a very pro-Argentinian. Oh, yeah, there's no need for that. That's not necessary. See? That is not necessary. You're just wanting to hurt the player. But that being said, I mean, they're trying to play the same tactics the Argentinians were playing with a little bit of extracurricular activity, shall we say, on the ball. So maybe this is their way of slowly pushing back at what the Argentinians have been doing the whole game. So I'm getting stuffed up for some reason. Here we go. The thing is, Argentinians have not made a mistake. Like, usually teams will make a little bit of an error or get over-aggressive. They have not had that in this whole match. So the French have not had much to take advantage of when it comes to mistakes by the opponent. And so they have to... Oh. Yeah, Marcus Thuram. I mean, it's crazy that I've lived long enough to see Lilian Thuram play for the French and win a World Cup. And his son might. If they come back here in the second half, his son might win a World Cup. I've lived long enough to see father and son win the World Cup. And by the way, Dominic, who is the coach of the French, he has won the World Cup as a player, won the World Cup as a manager, and could win it. If he wins here, it could be the first manager to win back-to-back World Cups since the 1930s. So pretty incredible stuff. The French just need a goal. Like one goal changes the dynamic, changes the complexity of this game completely. But the Argentinians are buzzing like crazy all over them and not letting them play their usual style. It's really incredible coaching job done here by this young coach for the Argentinian national team. I mean, it's phenomenal to see how he has devised a game plan that has absolutely, stopped the French getting into any kind of rhythm to launch their standard offensive attacks from the wing and, through the center here. It's been incredible to watch. Koundé is not a natural right back. They've missed Pavard in that position. Pavard in that position. Yeah, good point. All in the game for sure. But I mean, they got to the final with it. So, like, you got to ask yourself, did they miss him? Because they got to the final. So, commentating there says, I wonder if Mbappe cheating attacking they felt was leading to a lot of Argentina's chances. So they figured just put him on striker and then it matters less if he's not defending. Yeah, that's a great point. Maybe. Quite possibly. I also think the French were favoring trying to find Mbappe in the middle there or in the wing there instead of looking towards kind of unlocking the Argentinian defense by heading towards the middle. Almost. That was almost a beautiful pass there. Yeah, good job. Look out, get on the wing. Get it on the wing. Oh, come on, man. You can't let – yeah, no. I think there's a little bit of arrogance that I don't think the Argentinians are as good as they are because they're holding on to the ball way too much, getting it taken from them rather than passing it out and trusting. Yeah, that's good defense. Oh, this is fascinating to watch, man. How many? 7 minutes? Wow. See, look at that. Messi got in him. 7 minutes. This could be a good advantage for the French if they're able to score a goal here somewhere in these 7 minutes and kind of half the deficit going into halftime. Then you've got a little bit more hope. Oh, a little more hope. Here we go. Di Maria, please get the fuck up, man. Di Maria loves to flop, man. There's nothing he does bad. Let's just call him Angel Flop Di Maria. That should be his middle name. Yeah, but look how the Argentinians are buzzing around every angle, right? Oh, can I go to the middle? No. Can I go to the wing? No. There's an Argentinian defender there. Can I go to the middle? No. Argentinian defender. Can I go to the other wing? No. Argentinian defender. And look at that. Two of them are almost always on to the ball as soon as you enter into their kind of final third of their side of the pitch. Look at that. No matter who gets the ball, immediately an Argentinian person is on them. A player is on them. And that's what they've got to find a way to short circuit. Here we go, Mbappe. Oof. That was kind of a bad pass. Oh, Thuram. Good job. Oh. Is he going to get a yellow here or a talking to? Yeah, got to be careful not to get too frustrated. Oh, come on. That's barely a touch. But look, you put your studs up. Yeah. He got all ball, but the guy's going to play it for. He's going to play it for hurt. He's going to play it to try to lobby for yellows and reds. This is the game they're going to play, especially if the French start attacking. Remember how crazy they got because the Netherlands tied them up? They went insane, and that's what I'm saying. Like as strong and as powerful as Argentinians look right now, if France finds a way to tie this thing, they're going to fold. They've got the tendency to fold. Because Netherlands just didn't have enough talent to beat them in the end, especially in those extra periods. But if the French find a way to come back on this one, maybe do some assessment at halftime, and this is going to be Domination's toughest halftime yet to figure out how he's going to unsettle these Argentinians, how he's going to figure out how to unlock the Argentinian defense. This is going to be his biggest task as a manager at halftime. Because if he doesn't get it right, then we're in for a long night for the French. This could get to be 4 or 5-0, to be honest with you. Cheryl wants to know if we're winning. Yes, Cheryl, we're winning. 83 of you joining me right now. Thanks so much for joining me here as I'm doing this live watch along of the World Cup final. You guys know I'm a mad lover of the World Cup, mad lover of football / soccer. So very excited you all are joining me here live as I do this watch along. You could be watching the commentators. So the fact that you're hanging out with me, it means a lot. So thank you so much. If I could ask any favor, if you guys could go into the description of this video and go to the Game Time Sports channel and subscribe to the channel, I'd really appreciate it. That's where we're going to be doing all our sports. I am simulcasting this final onto the Game Time Sports channel. I promised you guys we would watch it on the Outlaw Nation channel, get as many people as possible who follow me to watch it. So we're doing that right now. But if you can subscribe, I would appreciate it because we're doing a lot of sports content on there. Winston and I doing our NFL stuff. There'll be more stuff coming for sure. As the Premier League comes back, I'll be covering Liverpool, covering the Premier League itself, talking the big news that are going on in the world of sports, maybe doing some 5 to 7 minute videos about the big news items of the day, things like that. So please subscribe to that channel, and it's in the description of this video. But look, again, my point stands. Like, the Argentinians are buzzing, man. But they're trying to do stuff on the wing. There's 4 or 5 of them hanging around. They can't seem to breathe. And when a team has got you figured out, this is what happens. They start to find ways to get up in your stuff. You can't get a rhythm going. You can't get your normal passes going. And then you're trying to troubleshoot the defense. And you're wondering, how can I troubleshoot the defense? Look at that. 3 guys were around that dude. Oh. So yeah, they were trying to go to the middle there when they should have gone to the wing. Well, look, he's pissed. He's pissed. Wow. They haven't had a single shot the whole half. This is truly shocking right now. Yeah, Leonard, France are barely able to link 3 to 4 passes together. I would argue that, yeah, and even if they do, it's by luck. It's not by actual skill or somehow tricking the Argentinians. It's just by, oh God, I hope it connects. I hope somebody gets this ball. I hope we get there. And so that's what you're seeing. But I mean, anything can be figured out in the world of football. So if Dominic is worth his salt as a manager, he's watching right now, and the stuff he wants to tell his players, he's going to be ready to tell them at halftime, and hopefully he can, because this is going to get much worse. And they're absolutely playing as a way, because this feels like an Argentinian home game like crazy. The amount of people that are there, the amount of people that have tickets, the light blue and the white that you see all over the stadium, that tells you they are essentially playing an away game at a World Cup final. So you got to steel your nerves. And look, they're not out of it. Everybody who's ever watched football will tell you the score that is the most difficult to defend is 2-0. The score that 2-0. The score that is most difficult. Oh, yeah. Oh, here he goes. Look at this guy flopping. Oh, no. He's trying to fucking blunt. He's trying to claim that he's trying not to get a yellow by flopping on the ground, Fernandez. What a clown. What an absolute clown, man. He juked him. Look, he's trying to throw the elbow at him. And so where did he fall down? What did he fall down from, for God's sakes? Just roll him off the field. Yes, he's like, oh, all right, you can get up now? Yeah, there it is. Fucking farsante. Please, give me a break, man. You know you were getting the yellow. That's why you were lying on the ground trying to get sympathy from the refs. Oh, the mind games. It's hilarious to me. As soon as he called for the stretcher, he jumped right up. Oh, a miracle. Oh, so close there. That could have been a real thing there. So close by Griezmann. Oh, just a little bit of over the heads and a little bit past the winger on the left there. I am Two Flight Cam says the French look like Americans with this passing. What do you think about The Rock unfollowing Black Adam the day it hits HBO Max? Well, let me address the first part. How dare you? The French are much better than the Americans. What you've got is a better Argentinian team that has figured them out and is absolutely putting them on the back foot. And as far as The Rock unfollowing Black Adam, I mean, this is a real shock to see the behavior of The Rock throughout this whole process. You know, and I was following someone last night. I actually was thinking of reaching out to that person and see if they'd be willing to come on the Outlaw Nation and have a conversation with me about what's going on with The Rock, because it seems like this is something that is pretty shocking to me to see the way he's behaving around all of this. There's an embarrassment factor here. He flew too close to the sun, and his wings are being burnt right off of him. And we're seeing this. And now it doesn't mean he can't bounce back. He's The Rock. He always bounces back. And look, no one loves The Rock more than I do, but I also have to tell my truth and my analysis. And the truth is, when you're looking at The Rock and the things that he's done here around the Black Adam stuff, it's been unsavory, you know. And I forget who I was following. God, I wish I could find him right now. Somebody with a Superman in his handle. And I was reading his thread last night about The Rock and seeing how he had kind of vacillated all over the place in DC. This narrative that he has wanted to play Black Adam since he was a kid at 15 years old, that's all constructed. It's not actually 100% fully true, because they had looked, he had been talking about playing either Shazam or Black Adam. He'd been talking about playing Green Lantern. He'd been talking about playing a number of different, oh, we got a new trailer for this one. Oh, I can't wait to watch. This looks so good, man. This looks so good. Oh, wow. Anyway, I don't want to say, because I might do a trailer reaction later, but either way, that's what you're seeing here. This is nothing but embarrassment and him trying to save himself from the embarrassment. And look, he bullied his way into getting Black Adam and changing the narrative, and then he bullied them to put Cavill into the thing, and then tried to bully Warner Brothers DC into bringing him to the table to be the one who dictates the path of DC. He overplayed his hand. And look, it's The Rock, man. When everyone's telling you you're the greatest person on the planet and you're an incredible one, you've got 7 to 10 different things, the XFL, all these things happening, ballers, all, you believe your own hype. You believe your own hype. And you think, why not? I'll shoot my shot. And what would elevate my brand even more than just being Black Adam? Being the guy who's in the room, sitting at the table, who helps to dictate where DC goes, where one of the biggest franchises in the world, one of the biggest IPs in the world, which way they go. And look, he was trying, and according to this guy, he was trying to make it so that Black Adam would be the center of the universe of DC. He really tried to bully his way into thinking that Black Adam would be what they built DC around. That's why he wanted to fight Superman. He didn't want to fight Shazam or Zachary Levi. He played nice with Zachary Levi. He opened the door to the possibility of it in interviews, but his aspirations were Superman. That's how you elevate yourself. Look, whether you're in prison or you're in Hollywood, you go after the biggest gun. And if you can be in the ring with the biggest gun, that elevates your status. So in his mind, he wanted to fight Superman, bullied to get Superman to be a cameo, which of course made no logical sense at the end of that movie, that Superman would show up in service of Amanda Waller. If there's anybody who Superman would not be in service of, it is Amanda Waller. So to have him show up and initially and kind of challenge Black Adam, and I might argue that cameo might have contributed to Henry Cavill not being able to come back as Superman. That's very, very possible, because they looked at it like, this makes no sense for us to do this kind of shit. So, and I respect, look, I get The Rock has accomplished so many things in his life and his career. You can't take anything away from him for that. But like I said, he flew too close to the sun. And these Hollywood types let the professional wrestlers come close, but they do not let them in the room. And The Rock, I think, thought he could get in the room, and he's been very clearly shown that he cannot get in the room. This is a whole nother ball game for sure. Yeah, and I agree. It's getting a little embarrassing what he's doing, and I don't understand who's advising him to do these kinds of things. I don't know who he's playing to. And I think maybe we're going to start to see him have some red state rhetoric. Don't be surprised if we start to hear some stuff that's a little bit like that. Oh, I tried to do this, but Hollywood, like a little Gina Carano rhetoric. Don't be surprised if that's where we go with this narrative. Like, I don't want him to do that. I want him to be like, you know what? I tried to push my hand too far, and I got burnt, and I busted out on the table. I'll take my lumps. I'll learn what I did wrong, get better about it. The next shot, the next attempt, I'm gonna do better. So that's what he should do. But I had a feeling he's not going to do that. We shall see, though. Tolerance Break says I tapped out up to 30 minutes into Black Adam. Yeah, I agree with you. It was pretty bad. I'm kind of half thinking of doing a watch along to kind of disseminate, to kind of break down all the things that are wrong with the movie, which could be a lot of fun because these next 2 weeks on the channel are going to be just me catching up on stuff and me having fun because it's Christmas, goddammit, and I want to relax. And I've worked hard this year. We beat our goal of getting to 25,000 subscribers before the end of the year. So, which thank to everybody who subscribes to the channel. And if you don't subscribe, subscribe now. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell button here on the Outlaw Nation channel, but also, as I said earlier, on the Game Time channel, which is where this is being simulcast. If you go into the description of this video, you see the link there. Subscribe to the Game Time channel in capital letters. Click on that and please subscribe so we can get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. But anyway, I'm gonna be like just having fun doing watch alongs, having fun doing stuff like that. So if people want to be on board with me to do that, I'm absolutely going to be doing that here on the channel, having some fun over the next couple of weeks. So yeah, drinking watch along could be a lot of fun. Sure, a little nighttime, a little 9 p.m. watch along. That could be a lot of fun. I'm down with that. All right. So yeah, let's see. I got no Streamlabs and no super chats that have come in here. Just that one from I'm Two Fly Camp. So listen, if you want to send in some support here, I would appreciate it. Send in some love. We got 85 of you watching right now. Give me a like on this video right now, and if nothing else, give me a like later and a comment down below as well, and subscribe to the channel as I said. So, and I've pinned the Streamlabs address in the chat. So if you want to send some support, I would appreciate it. Nathan Stowe says, I could see The Rock coming for governor of Florida. Well, if DeSantis goes and runs for president, maybe. And God, maybe we shall see. We shall see. But yeah, he just flew too close to the sun, That's all. It happens. Plenty of people have flown too close to the sun in Hollywood. He's not exceptional in that way, and I think that's a way he needs to look at it, Let's see if I can bring it up. Here we go. It's Superman on film. I'm going to bring this thread up for you guys, and we're going to look at it because what are we going to analyze? The French are pretty much on the back foot. The Argentinians have been incredible, and there's not much more to analyze beyond that. And I don't know if the French are going to be able to figure this out, to be honest with you, because they've been kind of rolling through the tournament. Yeah, they had that upset loss to Tunisia, but they didn't really care about winning that game because they'd already qualified. But they haven't been really tested. Even the English, they pretty much had control of that game. So now we're seeing how tough the situation is. We'll see what they do. All right, where's my, I did notice that my light was a little dark here. All right, I like it to be a little bright. Wendy says, I don't like the hubris that he's showing. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree. It's a little bit like a kid who's had his nose smacked and is mad about it. You've got to kind of deal with that. All right, let's bring this up here. This is the reality check. Superman on film. I'm going to turn down the game a little bit so I don't hear their audio. All right, reality checks. And let's see. Can you guys see it? Okay, I'm going to make it even bigger so that we can, you guys can watch along with this thing. So I'm going to make it even bigger. So this is from, all right, so this is from Superman on film. And if you're watching or if anybody knows this guy, I might DM him later. I want to get him on the show this week and talk about this. He said, reality check. Since The Rock has rewritten his history of Black Adam, and I was actually covering this stuff on a daily basis in the mid-2010s, I'd like to clue you in on the real history of his association with DC. While he ended up at Black Adam, he didn't start there. And so this Dwayne Johnson's Black Adam's cast on film's 15-year journey and hopes for DCEU's future. While he's recently stated, and the media have gladly parroted, that he's been working on the film for 15 years, probably to help sell it as a, quote, passion project, he flirted with several DC roles before deciding to go with Black Adam. For example, he was going to be Lobo. He'd been attached to a Lobo film with Brad Payton directing, which evaporated in 2013. From there, he went on to tease that he'd be a Green Lantern. Now, this is a Collider article. You guys know my history with Collider. From Adam Chitwood, a guy I worked with at Collider in 2013. Where he talks about how Dwayne Johnson is no longer attached to play Lobo, but he was going to possibly play Lobo with Brad Payton directing that situation. It seemed like Johnson himself confirmed the rumors last summer, saying it could be fun to play the character for Brad Payton, who had done Journey to the Mysterious Island, but nothing ever solidified. And he confirmed the director, Brett Ratner's Hercules, is the next film that he'll be shooting, and that was an absolute mess, and it was terrible. He had Snitch coming out. Snitch was good. I liked Snitch, actually. It was Actually, The Rock acted really well in Snitch. If you guys haven't seen Snitch, him and John Bernthal, Benjamin Bratt, good movie for sure. G.I. Joe Retaliation was terrible. He was damn good in Pain and Gain. And then, of course, Fast and the Furious 6. So would have been interesting to see him as Lobo, but I think in the end they decided not to go with him as Lobo. So anyway, let's move on here. In 2014, he started dropping hints on Instagram and Twitter about playing John Stewart. Yeah, the Green Lantern John Stewart. And even at that time was teasing a fight with Superman for some reason with the hashtag John Stewart can still whoop Superman's ass, and leaving open-ended teases to fans. Let's take a look at them here. He says, this beast since he was 15. I was on the football field playing for Miami. He was leading the Hurricanes marching band as drum major. He spent years of working on my WWE storylines and rock monologues, then years of being on every movie set with me, learning the film business from top to bottom. Today, he's one of the best and most sought-after producers in Hollywood. Brilliant, relentless, and one big mother effer. Proud of you, brother, and thank you for all the hard work. He was talking about that with John Stewart there. And then what's the other one here? Dwayne Johnson saying, yeah, funny you say that, RT Crystal Burt. I could see Rock playing in DC movies, Gravedigger or John Stewart, JL's Green Lantern. So there you go. You see that he didn't 100% turn off the idea of playing Green Lantern and playing John Stewart. And immediately back in 2014, once again, repeating the same patterns he did in 2022, this idea of wanting to fight Superman. This is all about The Rock, presenting himself in a certain way. Look, he's a driven, ambitious guy. I do not fault him for this approach. Is it the right approach? You could argue yes or no, but I don't fault him in this approach. This is what drove him to be a champ in the WWE. He's a driven guy. For all this talk about I had $7 in my pocket and when I went back home, all of that, he's been driven since the beginning. He went to play in the CFL because he couldn't get into the NFL because he wanted to build a career. He came back home, took his lumps, learned to become a wrestler, but in his mind, he wanted to be a championship wrestler. That's what he fought for. When you watch Young Rock, that's really the point and the focus. So no surprise. This is his mentality. And look, you can't argue. A lot of people discounted The Rock, especially after that Scorpion King performance, but he has found a way to get into the public consciousness, found a way to establish himself, and you can't argue that. He said after that, it became sort of clear that his deal with DC was more of an open-ended development situation. For example, he could choose to either play Shazam or Black Adam. Unlike most actors, he wasn't locked down for just one character. So clearly DC and WB wanted to work with him, but they didn't want to limit him about what he wanted to play. So this is the thing that was very interesting when you look at it. So, all right. And then, so he finally arrived at Black Adam in 2015. And it's becoming clear that the reason he hitched his wagon to that character and kept it separate at New Line was because he felt it could make him the center of a whole universe of characters that revolve around Black Adam. Once again, The Rock's ego coming into play here. Like, I'm the point person and everyone else revolves around me. Now, let's stop here for a second. Think about the Fast and Furious situation. You know, a lot of people were on The Rock side in the Vin Diesel situation with both of them because The Rock has established and been successful in way more things as the point person than Vin Diesel has, right? You can just about everything outside of Fast and Furious that Vin Diesel has ever done has been terrible or not good or not received well. Even Find Me Guilty, which was a good performance by Vin Diesel, was not, you know, a great box office juggernaut or got any accolades and awards or whatever. So this is the thing with him. Now, I Am Groot. He's part of an ensemble and he's saying 3 words and he's doing a damn good job with it. I'm not going to argue on that end, but like, you don't think of Vin Diesel when you're watching I Am Groot. You're watching Groot, right? And The Rock, though, wants to be the person you notice no matter what he's doing. And so this makes a lot of sense when you look at it. Then he says he wouldn't have that ability with John Stewart since Green Lantern had always been in the mix with the DCU plans. There, he'd just be a cog in Snyder's machine. Right. He would be one of many here, and Lobo would have been a cool vehicle, but less world-building opportunities for a producer there. Black Adam clicked. Then when Henry Cavill's Superman started to seem on the verge of revamping 2016, he met with DC and Jeff Johns and started beating the drum for the major overhaul of the DC brand. All right, I think we got to stop here. We'll revisit this a little bit later because there's more, because we got the second half now that started. So, but yeah, a lot of things to chew on and think about when it comes to The Rock in this situation with Black Adam. So, and I know we're here to watch the World Cup final, so let's focus on that. Maybe after it's over, we'll stick around and finish that thread for sure. So, all right. Thank you guys for putting up with that. I appreciate that. I am Two Fly Cam says this DC Rock tee is just too interesting for some reason. I love The Rock as well, but I certainly wouldn't want him in Star Wars. Oh my God, who said that? I wouldn't want him in Star Wars either. Here come the Argentinians picking up where they left off already in the French box, doing their thing here. Oh, good goalkeeping by Hugo Lloris there. Stallone and Arnold did the same thing back in the 80s. Right, but Stallone and Arnold never tried to be in the room to run a big IP. Like, you didn't see Stallone and Arnold try to get involved with Star Wars or any of the bigger IPs. Like, that wasn't in there. Yeah, you're kind of dumb for saying that. He did, and if you had any knowledge of the situation for real, you'd know. And certainly, I have sources. Certainly, my friends have sources. And he did. He bullied WB when WB didn't have anybody in charge of the universe, like a Feige or anybody else. He kind of forced them into a situation to put Superman into the cameo because Danny Garcia who is the manager of The Rock, also represents Henry Cavill. And so he took advantage of a vacuum in leadership to kind of intimidate them to put Henry Cavill in Superman. And look, at the time, why wouldn't you, right? Cavill wants to come back. People have been clamoring for him to come back as Superman. And The Rock wants to make it happen. If you want to be in business with The Rock, you go, okay, you know what? We'll do this. It's a cameo. We don't have to 100% commit to anything, but just a cameo. And then we can take it any number of ways, right? So you can understand why WB would be in on it and make the decision. And by the way, and let me tell you, this is the honest truth, because Galaxy Comic Nerd doesn't know shit. The cameo wasn't confirmed or wasn't even shot until the last possible minute, last possible second was the cameo shot. It was not going to be in the movie. And it wasn't until they locked down the final deal and they agreed to Henry's terms that they finally ended up doing it. But it was not going to be there. But they also shot a cameo for the Flash movie. And now it's come out that both the Superman cameo and the Wonder Woman cameo are not going to be in the Flash movie. That came out yesterday. So there's a lot of drama going around this whole situation, which is kind of crazy. Murderanta. Mr. Feige, you have over 100 messages from Dwayne Johnson asking for a meeting. That's hilarious. Yeah, exactly. Jim Tam says, by the way, Rocha, Spotify told me that Cinephiles was my second most listened to podcast in 2022. Really enjoying the longer episodes. Send hugs and kisses to Steve and continue to be awesome. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate that. Yeah, we just dropped our first episode for It's a Wonderful Life. A lot of you have been asking us to revisit that because we did that really early in our process and just talked, I think, for an hour and a half about it. We did not dive deep on it. And certainly this first episode, we dove deep and we'll be doing a second episode coming out next week, diving in deep into It's a Wonderful Life. And that's going to be a lot of fun to revisit it again. Look at this. I mean, I just don't understand how the Argentinians are absolutely just unspooling the French here. Ooh, nice save by Lloris there. Kind of an off-balance shot, but nice save by Lloris. But look how quickly they're running back. I mean, this is fitness. This is fitness level. And the French need to understand they've got some talent on their side, too. They got to put something together here. But it's tough to do when the Argentinians are like all over you. Here we go. Turn around, come inside. There you go. Here we go. Maybe this is most. Oh, just a bad pass. A little bit late on the pass, or he had homie on the wing on the right there, wide open. Supposedly Godot shot 2 cameos for the Flash. Only the one with Cavill has been cut. Bro, I think they're gonna cut them both. Because I don't think she's coming back as Wonder Woman. And a lot of, Jeff said that on the hot mic on Thursday that she doesn't think she's coming back at all. I don't think Levi's coming back as Shazam, and I don't know what's going on with these people, man. There's some poor form going on in this whole situation. I don't know why Patty issued that statement. I think that's other than brand saving so that she can keep demanding top dollar. Gal Gadot's comment was pretty evergreen, so it was a sweet comment. I got no problems with that. But Zachary Levi performing, in essence, emotional blackmail or professional blackmail on James Gunn and Peter Safran, that was really surprising. It made no sense at all to me, to be honest with you. So I don't know. You only do that when you're nervous about the situation. Your last card to pull publicly, by the way, not behind the scenes, not, rumored to be reported by sources. You're literally doing it. There we go. Watch out now. Oof. Damn. Here we go, corner kick. Yeah, you got to have Mbappe involved here. Mbappe's got to silence the Argentinians. He's got to intimidate the Argentinians. This is where it comes from. Oh, Galaxy Comic Nerd. Oh, I feel so bad for you, man. You have no sources, you have no context, you have no knowledge, and you want to talk out of your ass. I feel bad for you, my man. But you got your attention, so it's what you wanted. So anyway, yeah, so that's the situation. See, there he goes. All right. I guess I have to block you now, man, because you're being a super dick. So bye, guy. Bye, Galaxy Comic Nerd. And please, if you follow me, unfollow me and everything. Yeah, I don't mind constructive conversation, discourse, disagreement. No problem at all. But if you're laughing at people, that shows a small ball thing, small dick thing, and I don't really have time for it. So bye. You're blocked. And if I see you on social media, I'll block you there as well, because who needs that nonsense in their lives? Anyway, so all the games is France are missing too much without Benzema, Pogba, Kante, and Lucas Hernandez. Yeah. That's a fair point. It's a tough game, though. I mean, they're absolutely being like just completely torn apart here. And they're not finding a way back. Even on the corner was so weak. You're just like, well, come on. Where's the ingenuity here? If this gets bad, if it gets to be 3 or 4-0, we'll swing back to the Superman on film stuff. And I have a feeling it might get bad because they don't look like they have figured anything out at halftime. It looks like just more of the same. Oof, almost.
And this really has blueprint for success. I wonder if Messi's actually kind of in on the old Olympico to score direct from that corner. And the blueprint for success under Scaloni has been, we're going to get that first goal and good luck, because this team defensively is so solid. Great understanding, great discipline, great energy.
So he had 29 followers on Twitter, so I just went ahead and blocked him, because why waste time with a guy like that who clearly needs attention and his parents didn't love him enough, and he just kind of wants to instigate and irritate people because he needs that attention because he's never seen a therapist. And you got to feel bad for people. I'm learning to feel bad for people like that rather than being angry at people like that, because I've been lucky to have therapists. I've been lucky to have a good, strong family foundation, have a lot of good friends, been successful to a degree in what I'm doing. And so you got to feel bad for people who can't have any of that, or don't have any of that, rather, especially during Christmas. So. Oof. Oh, look at that. I mean, they're just in all the passing lanes. The French just have no answers. Zero. Oh, boy. There's frustration. That's all frustration. Yeah. And also trying to stop them, launching another attack. So. Rabiot. Uh-oh. Got the sex bots coming in. Hold on, let me block this one. All right, 8090, thank you so much. Appreciate it madly. Please make sure you hit a like on this video and subscribe to the channel and subscribe to our sports channel, the Game Time channel. That is there in the description of this video. Gene Burns says, I think Zach Shazam would fit in a James Gunn universe. He has a lot of fun. Sure, but that's anticipating that James Gunn is going to do the entire universe like Guardians of the Galaxy or Suicide Squad. And I don't think he is. I think he's going to look at some of the serious stuff, especially if they're going to keep the Matt Reeves Batman. I don't think he's going to play everything for fun and jokes, So we shall see. Commentator says there have been certainly stretches where France will take their foot off the gas and look vulnerable on D, but it always felt like they could go and get a goal whenever they wanted. Not this game. You're right. Absolutely right, commentating nerd. You're absolutely right. It feels that way that the French can't seem to flip on the switch. We've seen this with great teams. They always think they can flip the switch. No matter what's happening, they can flip the switch. And sometimes They never flip the switch because the other team has really scouted them well, prepared for them well, and has shut down everything they've tried to do. The French, you could argue right now, the French feel like they've been owned in this game. So I thought I blocked this guy. All right, there we go. Finally, the sex bot there. Steve Hashtag says, I didn't realize these players need to be good. Also need to be good at with these penalty performances. Yeah, they do. That's the game now. Unfortunately. Also, it looks bad. Oh, that's a foul for sure. But it also looks bad, like someone saying, well, I think James Gunn would keep his people. But it looks bad if he's playing favorites too. That looks bad for other actors. That looks bad for filmmakers. And it may just be Patty was like, I'm not going to have you tell me what to do with Wonder Woman. I'm not going to have a couple of dudes tell me what I'm going to do with my strong, empowering female character. And especially, I'm not going to play her for laughs. Like a lot of people complained about in the Joss Whedon universe when they had the Flash. Wow, look at that. Another guy goes by another guy shows up. Oh, good move there. Send it around. Watch out. See what I mean? Like they are just coming in waves the French think they're getting these extra looks or extra passes or extra moments. They need to be passing that ball way quicker or crossing that ball way quicker than they are. Like right now. They can't seem to. Now, the only advantage and he pushed him all the way back out to the goalkeeper. Wow, what the fuck? It took him so long just to get any semblance of an attack on the wing, and now you're going to go back and let them set their defense? That's a dumb move. Fucking look at 3 guys around this guy. There's nothing you can do. If you're not going to find the open person to unlock the defense that they're playing on you, you're fucked. If you're going to dance on the ball with 3 guys around you, you're fucked. If you're not looking, because the fact that if 3 guys are around you, that means 2 other dudes are open. And you need to find your other 2 other dudes, or you're never going to be able to. Oh man, and certainly that stuff doesn't help. And you're never going to be able to break this tactic that they're using. You've got to take advantage of their aggressiveness, which means you've got to be quicker in letting go of the ball and finding the open man.
Just little types of moments that wind you up and create that frustration, that feeling, and then you just start lashing out at cards and stoppages, and that all plays into the hands of Argentina.
Oh, it's good defense. There's no penalty. There's no foul. Oh. Uh-oh. Nice save by Lloris there. James Petty wants to know who my player of the tournament has been. Look, dude, how can you not argue Messi? Like, I don't think you can argue Messi. He right now has the golden boot even. And Giroud can't get it now that he got it replaced. Mbappe might be able to get it if he gets 2 or 3 goals in this match, but where do you see 2 or 3 goals happening for the French, let alone for Mbappe in this match right now? So this has been an absolute clinic by the Argentinians from almost the first moment of the game. Oh, that's offside there. So, yeah, I don't think you can argue that it's Messi. It's been Messi the whole time, like from the beginning. There have been some, surely Mbappe has had some moments, but the last 2 games he's gone quiet goal-wise, and certainly there's great players on all the other teams that have gotten him in the position they've gotten to, but overall, Messi is the answer for that question, 100%. Yeah, Messi will get, right now, it looks like Messi's going to get the World Cup title that he's never had, the Golden Boot, and be the MVP of the tournament. That's a hell of a thing. Uh-oh. Was there a foul on him? Or was he just going down? He's trying to get that penalty. Watch out now. Oh, good dummy there. Good dummy there. Good dummy there to try to let Messi get that ball. Oof, good. Oof, almost. Almost. But Messi just a little bit off. But good defense there to kind of disrupt him being able to shoot that shot across. Look, if Messi is smiling, that means they're getting a little bit softer. I'm just telling you right now. If Messi's smiling a little bit, that means they're starting to feel a little bit confident. So this is what you got to take advantage of. Turn the tables on the Argentinians, because the French were coming out confident, and now you got to turn the tables a little bit on the Argentinians and take advantage of their overconfidence. That's the way to go here. Look at him. He knows what he's doing. Well, I don't know if there was a foul there. All three of them were going for the ball. Yeah, I don't know that there's a foul at all. All three were going for the ball. Celu Bonino says, Rocha, you are too calm. Again, it's 2-0. This is this feels like this is not a tense game. This feels to me like the Argentinians are toying with them. So what's there to get too emotional about? I'm sorry, but it's just like this is an ass whooping so far. You can't argue that. The French still don't have a shot on goal. 62. We're in the 62nd minute, and they haven't had one shot on goal. Not even a skied shot on goal where they totally missed the goal. They have had no shots on goal. That is beyond fucking shocking, man, for the French. Look at, it's just amazing. Here come the whistles because, like, oh, here we go. See what I mean? They hold the ball too long. The pass was on the wing there. Boom. Now get rid of it. Boom. Cut inside and pass. Bad cross. If you're not going to have many crosses in a game, then the crosses you do have to be absolutely perfect. Just perfect if you're going to have a chance to score. And you've got taller players that can get to the ball. But look at that. Look at that. Just they have no fucking answer. They think they're going to be able to sit on the ball like they've sat on the ball against other teams in the turn. Oh, my. Oh, that's. Ooh. That was almost a penalty again. That could have been a penalty. Absolutely. Look at this. Look at this. Oof.
Argentina in this game. The guy that's not going to get the headlines, but all the work that he's done. He starts this play.
Look at this.
Continues his run into the box.
No, if I start watching if I start watching the Spanish announcers, I will just start watching the game and not talk. That's not a good thing for me because I love the Spanish announcers. They're especially Andres. They're fantastic. So I'll just be like, I'm going to listen to them, But with English announcers, I feel like I can compete with those guys. Now cut inside. See, okay. Now you launch that thing. There you go. Oh, okay. Now it was outside. Okay. All right. All right. I'm gonna take a second. I'm gonna get some more of my water. I'll be right back in like 60 seconds. Let me know if anything happens.
Acuna had been the starting left back, suspended the semifinal, and Tagliafico retained his spot in the lineup, is on.
Yeah, and this is something Scaloni did a lot during their run to the Copa America title. Brings on essentially what is two left backs, but you have one in front of the other now playing a little bit more defensive on this left side. So this is, for Argentina now, it's about managing the rest of this game. Not completely going so defensive because Acuna can play and get into the attack when needed, but that's more of a defensive look than Di Maria, recognizing that there were moments when he was having to defend 1v1. But as expected, he was the first sub off for Argentina. What a game Di Maria had.
McAllister got through there. Messi, McAllister, and Messi was just cut off there on his run to get on the end of it. Tagliafico's had a handball on Koundé, knows says the referee. And it ends up as a goal kick. Now it's Argentina's turn to yell.
This is about as blatant of a handball as you get.
Put it on if you want it all.
Kylian Mbappe in France running out of time.
Well, body language says a lot. We've seen Kylian Mbappe with the biggest smile ever this entire tournament.
All right.
Tonight. First minute. He's yet to find away into the game. Actually, Toronto's gone centrally now, so now they've got him on wide
Might have to pull the green screen back a little bit.
to get him into the game.
It's a little. It's like in the way of me. Chair take over. I'm assuming I didn't miss anything. So Gene wants to know. What does Gene want to know? Gene wants to know. Probably a dumb question. Oh, almost. God damn, man. They just can't. Oh, nice. Oh, almost. This is the aggressiveness that they need to show if they're going to have a chance to get back in this game. They've got to show this kind of aggressiveness if they really want to get back in. Probably a dumb question. Do you get a World Cup ring or is that just American sports? No, you don't get a World Cup ring. But you do get a medal. That's what you get, a medal. But I don't think you get a World Cup. I don't think I've ever heard of anybody getting a World Cup ring. I think that is an American thing. The obsession with the bling bling, so to speak. See, that's what you got to do. Go quick. Go quick. This is what I'm telling you. I'm telling you the majority of the fucking game. They've got to be quicker with the passes. They're messing around, holding onto the ball. That's not the game. Just keep kicking it in there. And eventually something's going to show itself to you. You know, this whole thing of like, let me wait for the ball. Let me hold on to the ball. Wait for 3 defenders to come to me is bullshit because you're not able to make the passes. Here we go. Oh, almost. That's another corner. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, absolutely. Did not touch him. Yeah, it comes off his hand. Here we go. No, 2 more substitutions for the French. Oof, they're trying everything, man. Wolves Evolves. It's the first time I've been able to catch you live, Rocha, in a while. First for you covering the World Cup. Yeah, well, because I haven't had a YouTube channel during the World Cup, but I've done a number of watch-alongs throughout the World Cup here. If you've missed them, you know, I did all the USA games and did a couple other games on the Game Time Sports channel for sure. And I did all the USA games here, and I said I'd do the final here, so that's why I'm doing it on the Outlaw Nation channel. Try to get as many people as possible to watch, but also as many people as possible to subscribe to the Game Time Sports channel. As I say, again, is in the description of this video. I would love for you all to subscribe, get us to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. But more than anything else, it's just fun hanging out with y'all, and I'm really humbled that y'all are hanging out with me as I call this game and talk about this game because I love doing these watch-alongs. Oh, there it is. There. See what I mean? The quick passes. You got to get the quick passes done. There it is. That's the only way you're gonna unstable or unsettle what the Argentinians have done defensively is make the quick passes. I mean, being accurate helps too, for God's sakes, and not giving the ball away in the middle of the park. Oh. The speed of the Argentinians here is really fascinating to watch. No, Messi has it. There we go. Yeah, he's not fast. They got to get a goal, man. This is like insane. And the French are about to make 2 other substitutions. I think they're only allowed 5 substitutions in the game. You know, normal games are 3, but I think it's 5 at the World Cup in an international competition. I think it's 5 or is it 6? Cheryl says the only thing, and then Rocha has a 10-point list. Well, it's all connected. Everything is a pyramid in my mind. You know that. It's 1 point, but there's 10 points that lead to the 1 point. Is how I work in my mind all the time. Oh, bad shot, brother. Come on, brother. Got to get a better shot than that if you're going to bring your team back. Oh. Yeah, I think he could have danced with that ball just a little bit more. Oh, Griezmann's coming out? Wow. Hernandez coming out as well. Interesting. Who's coming in now? I don't know if this makes your team better. Does this make your team better? I mean, these are younger players you're bringing in, Camavinga and Coman. So, wow. Melissa Burns saying this is sad. Yeah, Melissa, it's kind of a rough go right now. I mean, this has been a pretty methodical and vibrant destruction of the French by the Argentinians. They've done a fantastic job in preparing for this game. You cannot argue this. And they clearly want to win it for Messi, their talisman. I think there have been teams in the past that felt the pressure of trying to win it for Messi and didn't 100% get behind it because, I don't think they loved Messi quite as much. This team seems to really love Messi and work with him. And want him to get it. I think other Argentinian teams have felt a little bit like, well, what the fuck? I should be winning it too. I'm just as good as him, or I matter too, that kind of thing. And you don't sense that from anybody on this team. I don't sense that from this team at all. I sense like they genuinely care about him and want to give him this and help him win this title, So, plus, I mean, there's a source of pride that the greatest player in the world, the greatest player ever, two of the greatest players ever, both came from your country, Maradona and Messi. So there's a sense of pride in that as well.
He's not just been a passenger to his first World Cup title. He's been the main man. He is, as it stands, the top scorer.
Here we go.
6 goals at this World Cup.
Mm.
Let that run, but there was no one for it to run on to.
Yeah, I tried to do a dummy, but there was no one there.
Di Maria picked up an injury in Argentina's run to the final 2014. Wouldn't play in the final against Germany.
Here we go.
Back in the lineup after a 3-game absence tonight, and it's his.
Also, I don't think the French anticipated that they'd be playing a away game. That's what this is. I mean, the only thing they can hope for is the Argentinians run out of a little bit of gas and they can catch him on a break or catch him on a counter. But I don't see that. I haven't seen that happening at all. And we're in the 74th minute. Look at that. They know exactly where you're going with the ball. They know exactly where you're going with the ball. They slide into the passing lanes. They have scouted this French team so well. And the tendencies of their players so well. There's no foul there. He threw himself into him. That should not have been a foul. That's all just trying to get the ball and get the attention. I mean, if you launch yourself into another player, that is the foul's on you, not on them. Lord of Darkness says he's shy. Yeah, Lord of Darkness, what did you have? What was your score in your mind? What was your predicted score for the game? Probably 3-0, right, for the French? So Dim says Argentina's flopped way too much in this tournament. I lost some respect for their soccer play. Not sure they make it this far without the ref calls. Maybe. But look, I mean, this is the game, sadly, for better or worse. You're going to get those flops all over the place. So. But look how fast they're just shutting him down. Look at that. With ease, even. Like, there's not even a sense where they feel like they're just barely getting the ball off Mbappe. It feels like, oh, we know what you're going to do. Uh-oh. Got to cut inside, Alvarez. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Go. They made a mistake. Go. Yeah. Oh, fucking hell, man. There you go. That's right there is symbolic. That is absolutely symbolic of the situation. What a stupid fucking pass that is. Come on, man.
That's what he's arguing. I played advantage, but in one regard, France are punished by playing through and not just falling down. And that's the problem with that type of refereeing decisions. It encourages the player the next time to just flop to the ground.
And also the referees.
You think the game has been bad, Murder Hunt? I quite disagree with you. I think the game's been fantastic in terms of the fact that you've got a team that has absolutely psychologically and physically owned another team that is as great as France is. And there's a real amount of respect that you have to give to that, I think, in my opinion, because that's not an easy thing to do. So as a football purist, soccer purist, I think this has been fantastic to watch, because you marvel the intelligence of the tactics and the methods. Look at that. They absolutely know exactly where you're going with the ball. They lure you into their trap. They know what pass you're going to make because of the defense they've established. And so they let you, and then you make the pass, and they have a guy waiting right there to take the ball away from you. All right, Lord of Darkness. Then why are you surprised? I'm confused, because you said earlier that you were shocked at this, but then so which is it? You said, I'm shocked at this, but then you said you felt it was going to be 3-0 for Argentina. So how can you be shocked at this if this is what's happening? If this is what you predicted? So, just like the Lord of Darkness, always confusing in his rhetoric. Oh boy! Oh, nice save. And Lloris is doing all he can to keep the team somewhat in this thing, to maybe have a chance at nicking a goal here and having a thrilling final few minutes of the game. But dude, this is just a masterclass by the Argentinians. And just think, man, if it had gone one way or another, Holland is the team playing Croatia, and who knows what happens there. Yeah. Every game is different.
He's having one of the best games I've seen him have.
All right.
That second goal, just so smart, reading the game so well.
Mario Kempes, who scored twice as Argentina won the final in 1978.
Oh, here we go. Uh-oh.
Winning team here as well. All the speed from Colomwani.
Oh, that's a penalty. Yes, it is. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, boy. Absolutely a penalty. Can't yank him down. Can't yank him down. Just like the first penalty, he got past him, and look at that. That's absolutely a penalty. Yeah, totally. Absolutely. Yep, not even a question. As soon as you grab him and yank him like that, all he has to do is fall down. The referee's got no problem calling that. Argentina's going to complain, whine, and bitch and moan. They're going to stand around the referee, stand around the player, try to intimidate him. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. And nobody spoil this for the love of God, because clearly you know that you're ahead of me, so don't spoil this and scream goal in the chat, for fuck's sake. I will block you. I want to enjoy this as well, so don't give away things. Now, Mbappe can tie Messi for the golden boot if he scores here. So let's see what happens. Oh, got it in there. Got it in there. All right, here we go. Here we go. Remember I said if they got a goal here, could be very interesting final few minutes of the match. Oof, he guessed right too. Damn, this guy guessed right. Oh. Ooh, so close. But Mbappe's strike is so strong. Oof, man, so quick and so strong. Here we go. Now, do they do exactly what they did against the Netherlands, which is kind of fold and give up the ball and start to get discombobulated here, and the French come in and get the tying goal, which would be something for sure. Get the fuck out of the way. Get that manager the fuck out of the way, man. Yeah, get the fuck out of the way, dude. He should not be getting involved in this and getting the ball and stopping the French from getting a throw in. That should be a red card for a manager. Like you gesticulate all you want, get involved all you want verbally, but physically touching the ball, physically impeding the other team from getting the ball, Fuck that nonsense. That should be a red. All right, the French all of a sudden, oh, God, you can't give away the ball. This is so ridiculous. You can't give away the ball. Got to be smarter here. All right, good defense there. Taking the ball off Messi. That's good defense. Send it. Oh, dude. See what I mean? Uh-oh. Oh! Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. In just 3 minutes of time, the French have tied this game up. This is exactly what happened to the Netherlands. Oh, my God. Wow. Wow. Who was bitching about this game earlier saying that it was boring? What now? What now? What do you have to say now? Holy shit. Wow. I thought he had made a mistake by not passing that ball to the winger. But look at this. This is what happens in football sometimes. Whoa, what a strike by Mbappe. I mean, was it literally 2 minutes, 2 goals? Good God almighty. That is amazing. And look, this all starts with a great defense, getting the ball off Messi here. So you've got the counterattack, right? And good, look at falling down. And both times the goalie has got the ball, his hands on the ball from Mbappe's shots. And both times he was unable to stop the ball going in there. Now, Dominic may be getting a lot of credit here for being able to that these substitutes that he has put in worked out. Now, here we go. Here's the real challenge, because all of a sudden the Argentinian fans are quiet, just like they were against Netherlands. And be careful, because here we go. Because I got a feeling the Argentinians are going to try to chip and kick and moan, and they're going to try to fall down, try to get a red, try to get a penalty. The French have to be smart here because they have the rhythm. They have the game now in their hands. The momentum is on their side, so they've got to be smarter about this. Ronaldo is the GOAT. Can't even lead his team to a World Cup final. Get the fuck out of here. Ronaldo's no GOAT. Ronaldo's one of the best ever play, but he's no GOAT. Especially as he's going to take $200 million to play for a Saudi Arabian team rather than humbling himself and taking his lumps and knowing that he can't do it anymore like he used to. I think one of the reasons they didn't get to the World Cup final or anything like that is because of all the drama around Ronaldo. He's toxic. He's toxic now. He's kryptonite on your team. Oh, good defense there. Watch out. I mean, if the French get another attack here, this could be a 3-2 game for the French, and no one saw that coming. No one saw that coming 10 minutes ago. Oh, a little too much. A little too much. This is what you wanted to see the whole game, this kind of excitement happening now over these last couple of minutes. This is what you were hoping to see from both teams. Uh-oh, here we go. Watch out now. Oh, if that's a better cross from Mbappe, there's a real chance that's a goal, because he certainly had the inside on the defender there and could have absolutely headed that thing into the corner of. Oh, well, actually, it was a good cross. He just couldn't get his head on it. Wow, this is insane. Wow. Got 160 watching right now, I imagine, because it's a game now. So thanks so much for joining us live watch along. Please make sure you hit a like on this video, subscribe to this channel. Also, I'm simulcasting this on our Game Time Sports channel, which we've launched a couple of weeks ago. Would love for you all to subscribe there to get us to 1,000 subscribers, so that we can get close to monetizing the channel. That would be great. But for right now, let's just sit back and enjoy the shit out of this right now. These last few minutes are going to be insane. And if we go to overtime, oh my God. I remember the last time they played each other, it was a 4-3 thrilling contest where the French won by 1 goal at the World Cup in the round of 16 4 years ago. So craziness. Argentina like the Indianapolis Colts over here. Yeah, maybe. Mbappe like KJ Osborne over here. Wow. Can't give away the ball now. Got to be smart. Oh, yeah. Look at that. There it is. Of course, Argentina is going to complain about the referee. That's all they do. Even when they win, the referee this, the referee that. And Dominic is telling them, calm the fuck down. Know exactly where to pass the ball. Stop messing around. It's going to be there. Dude, if they come back and win this, my God, what you got to give the manager all kinds of credit because he's the one that made these subs. And the final 2 substitutions have really changed the game around. And that may be almost nice. Oh! Oh, he's flopped. He flopped. He got him on the flop. Yeah. Unless there's if there's VAR and he got clipped, then it's going to be a penalty. But he was trying to maybe get himself a penalty, and he got the yellow. Is that his dad? Oh, I don't know. Oh no, he got him. He threw his foot in there. Yeah, that's not a penalty. He dragged his foot into the defender. That's a rightful yellow for flopping. So they do give you yellows for flopping. For those of you who are maybe new to the game, you do get a yellow for flopping, but it has to be pretty obvious. And certainly in a critical moment like that, that was not a penalty, man. That was not a penalty. I mean, he gave him a little nudge, but like Thuram dragging his foot across, that's like I'll say another. Yeah, Lilian Thuram. I love the Lilian Thuram. This is nuts. This is fucking nuts. My fucking mic is just covered with spit from yelling at the whole situation. So man. 114 of you joining right now. Thanks so much. Yeah, now y'all are awake, huh? This is a tie game. Y'all are showing up, which I appreciate. Thank you very much. Look at that beautiful. It's just on the volley. Just on the fucking volley. Ooh. All right. I love when people try to tell me he's not at the Messi or Ronaldo level. Thuram is already surpassed both of them at this age. He's already surpassed both of them at this age. If he wins a second World Cup, which is all of a sudden now in play, you can't argue that the ascendant. Pele is the next step for me in looking at Thuram. He is absolutely the next Pele if he stays injury free and gets onto a good squad. And I don't mean PSG. Gets onto a good squad and leads them to multiple Champions League titles and obviously domestic titles as well. This is insane. Oof. Yep, Mbappe now has he's the leader for the Golden Boot. That's right. With those 2 scores. Oh, it was a header up into his back of his head. Oof. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, let's get hit in the back of the head. That's rough. It sucks because he's got to go off the pitch for a little bit until the ref calls him back on. Look at the French fans. All of a sudden showed up. When did they get tickets? All of a sudden they're in the thing. Yeah, Mbappe is the lead. Yeah, I know what I said. Mbappe. Yeah, he's the leader of the Golden Boot. Oh, yeah, that's actually a foul. Oh, the French are starting to feel it, man. Watch out now. Oh.
They're just finding a way. Mbappe sweeps it along towards Coman.
Come on here. Well, this is thrilling. This is some thrilling fucking shit. Oh, come on. Don't give away the ball. 8 minutes of stoppage time. Wow. Whew.
I think this is one of those games you take 28, though. It's been phenomenal. Back end to end.
Oh. Look at this. Can't give away the ball. You cannot give away the ball. You've got to retain possession. Oh, he was offside when he got the ball. Yeah, he was. I had a feeling. Morante says, Pele is the true GOAT. Not sure about that. Pele was a cheat code back in the day. Good with both feet. from close and long range. Great hitter. Yay. They were quiet. Now they loud in the chat. LOL. Yeah, of course. French fans coming back into the stadium. Of course they are. Of course they are. I don't know how you leave, man. You stay with your team to the end. I've never left a stadium. Never left a stadium, even if we're losing or winning. You stay with your team no matter what. That's dedication. Uh-oh. Whoa. Oh, a bit too much. A bit too much. I may complain about my team like the day is long, but I will never leave a stadium early. I never left a Dodgers game early when I was cheering for the Dodgers living in Los Angeles. I never left a Yankees game early whenever I'd get a chance to see them, or the rare Redskins game or Commanders game, whatever you want to call them now. But certainly when we were when I went to see Liverpool in 2019 and we were up 5-0 on Watford, I didn't leave the game. I was just enjoying that. Uh-oh. Oh boy, yeah, that's absolutely a foul. Absolutely a foul. Yep, absolutely a foul. I'm encouraged. I got 117 of you watching right now. I'm gonna say this again. Please do not put the results of anything in the chat. I will block you because I want to watch this naturally, and leaving the chat open like this so I can interact with you all. The exchange is to not tell me what's going to happen before it happens, because you all, some of you might be ahead. I'm watching this on YouTube TV, so I'm probably a few seconds behind some of you. I'm also probably ahead of some of you right now. Here we go. Oof, that was a little low. It was a little low. I get what he's trying to do, but it was a little low. Yeah. Trevor Hernandez says, please comment play-by-play for us who can't watch. All right, I can do that a little bit here. I'm not as schooled in doing that, but I can. Now, I can't. I'm not probably going to know all the names, to be honest with you, but I'll do what I can. All right, the Argentinians have the ball on the back on their end. They're trying to a little cross-field pass here. Now they've crossed the midway point, but lost the ball here to the French, who are coming down on the wing, coming down to the middle here. Mbappe, ooh, just a bit high. Was that a deflection or was that a bad shot? Wow, look at him move all of a sudden. Come on, man. This is like, oh, yeah, this deflection. It's absolute deflection. Going to be a corner kick for the French here. Into the 94th minute of an 8-minute stoppage time. Mbappe was going for his hat trick. There's a real possibility that would have gone into the net. He was unleashing that thing from just outside the box. Here we go. Corner kick coming in here. Oh, the Argentinian goalkeeper punched it away. The French retain possession, though, swinging around to the left side of the field here. They've got a drive. Uh-oh, cutting inside. Oh, it's Rabiot. Oh, couldn't quite get in there. Wow, good save there by the Argentinian goalkeeper. I don't know. I'd have taken that. Oof. Wow. Okay, here come the Argentinians back down on the wing on the right side. Messi leading the charge here. Good defense there from the French defender to knock the ball out. Messi looks a little pissed. Didn't I tell you guys a few minutes back that Messi was smiling? And when Messi is smiling, that means the Argentinians are getting softer. And sure enough, didn't I say that they might give up 2 goals? And didn't I say that the most indefensible score is the 2-0 score? Oh, what did Giroud do? Why is Giroud getting a yellow? What did he do? Get Giroud, get out of the fucking – stop making yourself part of the fucking match, Giroud. Sit your ass back down. You got substituted. Sit your ass back down. Why are you getting a yellow on the fucking bench, man? Stop fucking around with shit. Jesus, these guys, man. Calm the fuck down. You're not in the game anymore. Calm down and watch it. Support, scream for your teammates, but getting into the referee's face or coming off the bench area to fuck around with the referee is just stupid. Mbappe. Oh! Oh. Mbappe. Oh. What's going on? Oh. Oof. Wow. That was crazy. Watch out now. This feels like the Argentinians might score here. Feels a little bit like because the French were maybe fouled in the box there. and it wasn't called. So watch out now. Feel this weird rhythm that the Argentinians might score here. I don't know why. Uh-oh. Oh, good defense there. Watch out. Watch out. Oh, see, this is what I'm saying. You gotta get rid of that ball quickly. Are they going to replay to show what happened in the box there? It did look like a lot of French players were screaming for a fucking penalty there. Mind-blowing, man, what's happening here. The French are absolutely in control all of a sudden after not having been in control for a majority of the game. Rocha Damas. No, I've just watched enough football to know, man. The 2-0 scoreline, unless it's America playing Mexico, it means nothing. You know, obviously, 2-0 is a rallying cry for the Americans, but yeah, 2-0, and most football soccer fans will tell you 2-0 is the toughest. Oh, what a save by Lloris! Oh my God, what a save by Lloris! That was going to be a goal. Messi had that dead on. Woof. Oh my Lord! Look at that, was the goal to win the game right there. Lloris with an incredible save. Didn't I tell you a few seconds ago I sensed the Argentinians were coming close to scoring? Wow, that almost happened. Whew. Whew. And that is like entering into the last minute of the stoppage time. My God, this is crazy. Look at Lloris is probably broken right now from saving that ball because there was so much speed on that shot. All right, let's see what happens here. I think we're going to overtime, everybody. We're going to overtime, possibly. Unless, oh, come on. Yeah, I think you should have played advantage. Mm-hmm. Smart foul by Acuna for sure. Acuna, sorry. Acuna. Sorry, I'm just in the African pronunciation.
Before extra time, unless France could win it, they were 2 goals down with almost 10 minutes to go.
My God.
They scored 90 seconds apart. They have a chance to win it right at the end. It's banging around. It's banging around. Watch out now.
Oh, okay. They're probably going to blow the whistle here in a second. Watch out now. The Argentinians have it on the left side here, trying to find the moment in the middle. Watch out. Oh. There it is. We're going to overtime. Here we go. Wow. Now, here's the danger of going into halftime for the French. The French were on the front foot for the last 15 minutes of the game, and certainly, or 20 minutes of the game if you include stoppage time. So they were clearly in control of this game. Now, does this break kind of unsettle their rhythm a little bit? We shall see. Incredible. All right, I'm right back. I need a Diet Coke, man. I know it's only 9 a.m., but I need a Diet Coke. I'll be right back, and we'll get into this overtime situation in a little bit.
You need the world to know this is our year. Because the beautiful game
belongs to all of us.
Get Google Pixel 7 or Pixel 7 Pro for free with qualifying trade-in.
9 lives, and you didn't value any of them.
Bounty hunters. All right, let's get it over with. Kitty, I need your help.
What happened to your other 8 lives?
Watch. I am not really a math guy. The wishing star who get me my lives back. Pray for mercy from Puss in Boots. Espresso.
Puss in Boots, only in theaters. Rated PG.
BMW iX is electricity in its ultimate form. An elegant trailblazer that's equal parts power and intelligence. With impeccable interior details, a range of up to 324 miles, panoramic moonroof for every shade of luxury. It's 100% electric and 100% BMW. BMW, the ultimate electric driving machine. Build your own all-electric BMW iX today.
Baby, I'm howling for you.
It's a tight office, everybody. It's a tight office to get that green screen to work correctly. Whew. All right. All right, I'm back. I got my Diet Coke. I'm ready to go.
The results can be extraordinary. Qatar is committed to that idea, growing its potential as a partner, investor, and innovator, with possibilities that are unlimited and rewards that are priceless. Let the world play and become part of our story.
All right.
AM, PM, more than convenience.
Do you need something stronger, Rook? No, it's only 9 a.m. I can't do that. I got a whole day of shit I need to do. We got to work in the garage. I got a Hollywood Critics Association board meeting at 11 a.m. I am super busy today. Plus, the Redskins play the Giants tonight, and I'm thinking I might do a watch along of that as well. Craziness. Absolute craziness, this match, man. My God. Craziness. Vamos Argentina, says Dario. Of course, Dario. This has been a hell of a match, man. A lot of Argentinian fans were in here earlier. Now there's a lot of French fans have come in, so this is crazy. Lord of Darkness, I think you got it wrong now. 3-0 for Argentina. It's Argentina. It's 2-2 now going into over these extra time here. So we shall see. We shall see. Hey Dario, thanks for joining us from Mexico, from Tijuana. I think I can see Tijuana from. Can I see Tijuana from certain area? I don't know if you can see it from where I live. Mbappe's goal was amazing. Yeah, I agree, Dim. It was. Yeah. You can barely hear the game, but I'm not getting in trouble. So right now they haven't done a strike or anything. It's because you can barely just hear the game. So it's not enough where it's audible. The audio is not too audible. So there we go. Hey Phil, what's going on, Phil? Good to see you, brother. It's Phil, everybody. Phil from Tottenham. Are you watching it from the bathroom, Phil? Are you able to get it? Did your wife let you out of the bathroom to watch this match? Let me know. Oh, Mbappe, right on Argentina, right on Messi. Look at that. Big up, Phil. Big up, Phil. Hello, everybody. Phil from London here. All right, let's go. This is going to be crazy. Now, for those of you who have not watched maybe a World Cup game right now in the knockout rounds, we have 2 periods of extra time, and if nothing is settled by then we go to penalty kicks. Now, I said I didn't want a 0-0 penalty kicks situation. A 2-2 penalty kick situation is a whole nother ballgame, and the tension there is insane. So we shall see what happens. Both of these teams now have clearly come to play. The French woke up thanks to Mbappe, and that penalty just came out of nowhere, and then Mbappe's second goal really came out of nowhere. So we'll see what happens. Now, I don't want penalties either, commentating nerd. But if we do get the penalties, the stress and the tension of it all is going to be incredible and super intense to witness for sure. Oh, the Diet Coke is much needed, let me tell you. Yeah, at the end there, Mbappe had a shot for his hat trick, and it was an Argentinian defender throwing his knee in there. And then Messi had a chance to win the game with his shot, and Lloris was able to save it with his hand. But I mean, I think the body part, whatever body part he used, it was necessary. See, here's a little gamesmanship from the French who don't want them to kick the ball quickly. And Diet Coke over Coke Zero. No, Coke Zero is too syrupy. I mean, I don't mind it every once in a while, but Diet Coke's my drink of choice when I need it. But I don't mind a Coke Zero. I do buy the Coke Zero bottles. So here we go. The Argentinians seems like that break helped them out. They've come out a little bit more established, a little more confident again. Ooh, look at a great cross by Cunha there. Listen, here's the deal too. Now, don't be surprised if Argentina scores and then France ties it up again and we go to penalties. Do not be surprised, because that's what happened in the Brazil-Croatia game, right? Everybody thought Brazil had won it after Neymar had done that and had scored that incredible goal. They danced around, did all their nonsense, and then boom, Croatia scored real simply, and then we went to penalties and Brazil lost. So you have no idea what's going to happen. Or 8th extra time in World Cup history. 2 of them went to PK shootouts. Yeah, I remember in '94, Brazil and Italy went to penalty kicks, and Italy won, or Brazil won, because Italy's Dino Baggio knocked that ball. Defender fell. Recovered. Nice job. Oh! That's a penalty. That's a foul. That's frustration from Messi. I mean, these moves by Dominic, you cannot argue. They've been absolutely smart-ass moves by the French manager to bring in players who are a bit more defensively minded, but also have the ability to arm the offense. That can't be a coincidence that he made those final 2 substitutions and they scored those 2 goals quickly afterwards. So you got to give a lot of credit to the French manager. I thought maybe he'd figure it out over halftime. But I mean, the great ones think 3 or 4 steps ahead. So maybe he'd made some changes. He made those changes in the first half to try to maybe kind of shake things up a little bit. Then in probably halftime, gave them a little bit of a team talk about what he thinks tactically they need to do. And then those second level of substitutions, when the tactics weren't working, things weren't still happening. He's like, well, I got to try something, and I have this in reserve, so I might as well pull this card and see what happens. So I leave it all on the pitch as a manager. And sure enough, that has led to those 2 goals from Mbappe here. And now we're in extra time, which no one saw coming at the 72nd minute of this match, for sure. So it's fantastic stuff here. Oh, good. That's good defense. See, the Argentinians are back to playing really strong defense now instead of letting the French rule the field there, which they had essentially succeeded in the last 15 minutes of the game. John Myers says, yeah, John, I've been watching you since early Collider days. Much success to this channel. Thanks, John. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm only in my 2nd year of doing the channel. So, the fact that we've gotten to 25,000, I'm proud of that. We could grow more if I was willing to do more, like staying up till 3 a.m. doing reaction videos. But honestly, guys, I don't have that in me. I think I'm more about I think I'm starting working on shorter content for 2023 and doing stuff like that and seeing what happens from that. Rabiot coming out now. Who is coming in for him? Oh, he's got a concussion. Oh, Fofana's coming in. Okay. I like Fofana. Not the most consistent of players, but when he's on it, he's on it. So we'll see what state of mind he's in mentally and physically for this game. But I like Fofana a lot. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, so I've been building, man. So thank you, John. I appreciate it. It's been nice to kind of create shows. And, a lot of people thought after the Collider situation, a lot of people doubted whether I would land on my feet, what would happen. And I've been very fortunate that people have been willing to come on the channel, willing to do shows with me, like the Geek Buddies and the Hot Mic with Jeff, the Jedi Way with Laura, John and Wendy with Wendy Lee. All right, nice pass. So I've been very lucky in that way. Oh, is he offside? Oh, okay. JB, you already do like 327 shows. I know I do. But, those are revenue streams, everybody. A man's got to pay his rent. Man's got to pay his bills. Man's got to establish himself. And everything I make, I put back into the channel. I just bought, like I said, the monopod here because I want to have a little more stability. I want to be able to take pictures outside or take video outside the studio to do little film stuff. So that's going to be something I focus on in 2023. I'm looking for a graphic designer who will come in and do better thumbnails. So my videos will get a little more traction. And then the next step will be finding my own kind of video editor and camera person here in San Diego who's willing to shoot some of my ideas that I've had for videos to put on the channel. So we shall see if that's we shall see if that's something I can make happen and how much that would cost. So it's all kind of in motion in my mind. And of course we have the Patreon. So I think once I set some goals for the Patreon, I think people will be willing to contribute in that way. You know, I'm just weird about asking people for money. I'm just weird about it. You know, I'm like Christian, like, yo, buy me lights, buy me this, buy me that. I like to earn my shit a little bit. So, and not the saying Christian isn't it. I'm just not, I don't have the same mentality in that way. No judgment either way. Just I don't have the same thing. But I do want to feel like the things I'm creating are things that you all want to see and you all want to have. And so maybe people will see the results of that and contribute in that way. So we'll see. But anyway, always plans, man. 2023, always plans. Ooh. Okay, almost. Thank you, Lord of Darkness. Matt Bacon says, you're working very hard and putting out great content. Sometimes less is more. Keep on trying. I hear you, Matt. I hear you, Matt. I hear you. Gene Burns says, I like your idea of doing a mental health show next year. Yeah, definitely. I will absolutely be doing that next year. I don't think I'm doing enough to tackle that with my platform. As much as I talk about it, I don't think I'm doing enough. And when Twitch's death has kind of really affected me, combined with the gentleman who played the Green Ranger. I wasn't a Power Ranger fan, never have been, but I obviously knew about them and knew about the actors who've played them, like was it Amy Jo Johnson and stuff. And so I've been aware of them as a nerd, as a geek for quite a while. But I think the suicide of both of them back to back in a few, like with only a couple of weeks separating them, Mbappe has kind of woke me up a little bit. Like I'm not doing enough to help people with that. So I think a show where I just kind of like the Outlaw Nation show I used to do. I just think a just show like that where I explore that. Oh, come on. That's gotta be, yeah. I told you, Fofana comes in, man. Look at him. He's got that fire. But I think when I do something like that, a combo like where I still talk about what I want to talk about, but I spend some time on the mental health stuff as well. I think it'd be important. Maybe get people to send in their experiences. I think that would be another part of it too, is that I would ask people to send in what are the things they struggle with in mental health? What are the things that they confront in mental health? And then address those and make it a universal thing so that people who suffer the similar stuff or similar experiences might feel some connection to the things that I'm saying. So yeah. Ooh. Going another corner kick. Oh boy, here come the Argentinians, man. Please don't burn yourself out. I'd rather shorter context if you need a mental break. No, I take my breaks when I need them. But sometimes people complain, oh, how come you don't have your review out with everybody else? And it's like, sometimes it's because I'm burnt. And if I'm burnt, I'm going to relax, you know? Fofana. Oh, man. They can't seem to get that cross in there to get the goal. But the French certainly are much more offensive-minded now. Oh, is there a foul here? Okay. Chat, what was he talking about? I hear the feeling the Peens have great editors. Yeah, no, I love the watch-alongs too, and I think that's going to be part of some new stuff in 2023 as well. I want to figure out how to do the movie watch-alongs because I see how Grace Randolph does them, and I'm like, God, I got to do that. Like she is able to put a time code down on there, and I need to learn how to be able to do time codes. And I might have to just go to OBS to be able to do that because I can do it on OBS Streamlabs for Twitch, but I can't seem to do it OBS. I can't seem to figure out OBS just yet. And I've started to use OBS thanks to Christian's and Wendy's encouragement because they were saying your trailer reactions don't get as much traction because you're doing it through Streamlabs or through StreamYard. And with StreamYard, your audio gets mixed up with the audio of the trailer and it doesn't sound clean either one. So the last few trailer reactions, the Barbie one, Scream 6, which I took down because nobody watched, and the 65 trailer have all been done using OBS. So This is something that I'm considering. And I probably could have used OBS for the final here, but I didn't really want to mess around with shit I don't know too much about. I'd rather default to StreamYard here and just kind of follow along and do a watch along with you all. So yeah, but there'll be watch alongs for sports content for sure on the sports channel. Let me tell you that right now. Absolutely on the Game Time Sports channel. I will be doing watch alongs. Might even do a watch along tonight for the Redskins. Oh, sorry, the Commanders Giants game, because that's a big, big game. So I may do a watch along for that game tonight. So I will be doing watch alongs there. But I want to do movie watch alongs. Like I'd like to do a Black Adam watch along with people so that we can commiserate on how bad it is, or, you know, just talk about what they were thinking. What were they thinking with certain things and what have you? Maybe even have watch alongs on Sundays of classic films, which I think would be a lot of fun. Like 11 a.m. watch along, after football season is over, and we'll just watch classic films and talk about the influences of them all. So just a lot of ideas in my head, guys. I'm always thinking, but certainly shorter content in terms of the shows I do day to day are really what my focus is on. And I'll be honest with you, I may have to cut a show or two going into the new year, which will hurt my feelings to do, but might be necessary to do. So we shall see. Yeah, Seven Samurai watch along for sure. SJC wants to know about the thoughts on the game last night between the Dolphins and the Bills. That was so much fun. I watched that game from beginning to end. My God, that game was great. I cheer for the Bills. And I was kind of questioning the Dolphins, to be honest with you, as I'd seen the way they played over the last few weeks. I was like, maybe this team's not as good as we thought. Because you look at their record, you look at the victories. Their victories are against teams with bad win-loss records, more losses than wins. So maybe, and their losses were against teams with better win-loss records. So maybe they're not as good as we thought. But they gave the Bills everything they could handle. Almost won that game in the snow in Buffalo, with snowballs being thrown at them. And remember, a lot of the Buffalo fans complained about how it was too hot down in Miami. You could argue Buffalo tried to do the same thing in reverse to Miami with the cold and what have you, and Miami showed up. So both times, no matter what the weather conditions were like, the opposing team showed up. Remember, the Bills were just 1-2 seconds away from trying a game-winning field goal against Miami, and Miami, watch out now. Oh, man, this is the game we wanted to see the whole game in the actual regular time. Great defense by the French. Way to throw themselves in the path of these shots. Look at that. Great defense there. And look at this. Look at his skip volley. That was going towards the goal. Lloris probably had it, but you never know. So good stuff here. But the Dolphins, Western watch-alongs as well. That was definitely, Aaron. Although, I'll be honest with you guys, I might be changing the name of the channel going into the new year. And I would love any suggestions you all have. And I'm going to put this out on Twitter tomorrow, because I'm looking at changing the name of the channel to something more entertainment-based. And the Outlaw Nation has been fun, but the Schmodown is over. And, and as much as the Outlaw is a great name, I think you guys can understand. Those of you who know me know I'm the Outlaw, so you don't have to be convinced to be part of my channel, but to grow the scope of the channel. Just missed. Oh, is it offside? Oh, no, I think he was onside. Absolutely onside. Oh, he's saying he thinks it was a deflection for a corner. Oh, that's absolutely a deflection. That is absolutely a deflection. So that should have been a corner kick. All right, end of the first period. Oh, my God, I feel like we're going to corner kick or goal kicks or penalty kicks. Jesus Christ. Anyway, what was I saying? I don't know what I was saying. I was saying something. I can't remember what I was saying. Look at him. He's like, what are you doing? You know what you're doing, bossy. Je sens. I love Deschamps. Yeah, new channel name. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me there, Matt. Yeah, I'm thinking of moving off of it because, like I said, you all know me as the Outlaw Nation. If I'm going to attract more people to the Outlaw Nation channel, it's got to have an entertainment thing to it. Like like all with Christian, it's the Christian Harloff channel, right? And Christian's established his name for 10 years plus in this business. So you can call it the Christian Harloff channel, right? I don't know if I can call it the John Rocha channel. I don't know if that's the same thing. You've got Screen Rant, you've got Cinema Blend, you've got Collider, which has always been a weird name for a entertainment site, but whatever. You've got what are the other ones that you've got? The other channels that are out there. Oh yes, a Movie Web, Dark Horizons, which is a weird name as well, but like something entertainment based. And I don't think the Outlaw Nation channel is quite that anymore. And so I want people to be able to see that and go like, oh yeah, I know what that channel is. I know that's entertainment channel. So yeah. So I don't know if you guys have any suggestions, please feel free to DM me those suggestions or on Twitter or on Instagram, and I will consider them as possibilities. Cause I mean, everything is on the table. Obviously I'm going to look at a new thing as well. Screen Crush. Yeah. Screen Crush is one, right? Oh, interesting. No, I can't, because then Steve owns that. Well, we own that rather as the Cinephiles. We have our own channel. If we were to commit to doing the Cinephiles as a channel, I think that could be very interesting down the road. But then that's splitting the profits, and I'd rather, like kind of focus on building my channel up, and then of course split the profits with what Steve and I are doing for sure. But I'd rather focus on creating something for my channel. The Cinema Cowboy? No, that's not going to work. But I thank you, GMB. I like that, GMB. This party's over saying, Hermano, thoughts on USA, Mexico, and Canada possibly being invited to Copa America? I'm down with that. The U.S. has played in Copa America before. I think we beat Argentina 1-0 in Copa America years and years ago. So, yeah, that would be cool. The Cinefanatics? The Cinefanatics. That's not bad. The Cinefanatics. Maybe. Or the Cinefanatic. Oh, the Cinefanatic. But then that only implies movies, right? So I wouldn't be able to do television. Yeah, more entertainment based, nothing with movie in it. Right. King of Belize, I think you're absolutely right. This is a great point you bring up. Because you do content based on movie, TV, sports, etc. I think the name should be more entertainment based. I agree. Now, sports content is going to live on the Game Time Sports channel. This is the rarity that I'm doing this World Cup final here, only because I promised I would do it on the Outlaw Nation channel when I first started the tournament. But since the tournament has started, we started the Game Time Sports channel. So that's a good name for it. Strong Style is a good name for our wrestling channel. So that's all squared away. I just need something for my channel, entertainment-based. Outlaw Entertainment? Okay. Outlaw Entertainment channel. That's not bad. I mean, you keep the Outlaw, but it's pretty simple. What outlet are you doing for? Outlaw Entertainment. Silver screen. Well, the silver screen implies only movies. So, I mean, Outlaw Entertainment's not bad. Oh, Messi with the... Uh-oh. Oh, no. Come on now. Trying to get himself a penalty. Come on now. Oh, nice shot there by Messi. Almost. Deceptive. Entertainment. The John Rocha Entertainment. JRE. Entertainment Nation. Oh, Entertainment Nation is interesting. I should write these down on Word. Let me see here. Oh, Entertainment Nation, maybe. Oh! 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 Did I cross the line? It crossed the line. It's a goal. Wow. 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 That may be it, y'all. That may be it. Let's take a look. Was it offside? Yep, might be offside, y'all. Let's take a look. Messi's off, but that doesn't count because he's not involved in the play. Oh, but oh no, he's onside. Oh, that's totally a goal. Oh, Lloris got nailed in the face there. Was it Messi? Yeah, that's totally a goal. Oh, of course, Messi. Of course it has to be Messi. That's incredible that it would bounce to him. It's a goal. Here we go. I don't have how much time is left? I don't think we have much time, right? Wow. Wow. And now he wins Golden Boot again. If they take this final, he wins Golden Boot again, and you can't argue MVP. Yeah, 10 minutes left here. That's right, 10 minutes left. So plus stoppage time. So yeah, 120. Right? You play the first 15, the second 15. So we got 10 minutes left in this game. Craziness. The Outlaw Full Media Conglomerate. Yes, there we go. Oh, here we go. Look at the tears. Look at the tears. Remember what I said earlier, that just because, and I said Argentina might score first and everyone's going to think this is over, and then France might nick a goal near the end to send this to penalties. It's possible because that's what happened with Brazil and Croatia. Remember, everybody celebrated, everybody danced around when Neymar scored, and then Croatia just simply scored. And like a few minutes later. So it's very possible that the French will have themselves a shot here. Yeah, he's absolutely onside. He's absolutely onside. But look how close. I mean, like if his arm or shoulder had been just ahead, it would not have counted. It would not have counted. So be careful now. Yeah. Outlaw Entertainment applies just Westerns. No, no, not really. Not necessarily, but you know, just Prometheus Entertainment just imply only entertainment about the gods. But yeah, it's a valid, I mean, it's a valid concern you throw in there all in the game. I'm not poo-pooing it. Uh-oh. Watch out now. Oh.
Lionel Messi, 98th goal of his career.
98th goal, wow.
13th at a World Cup. 7th at
Here we go.
World Cup. 2nd of the night.
Watch out now.
Giving him the last thing on his resume that he's not earned throughout his career.
John, are you going to watch the 1923 premiere tonight? Yes. But like I said, I'm also probably going to do a watch along of the Giants Commanders game. So that should be a red for the Argentinian player for kicking that ball into the stands. Varane's coming in. Oh, Kanate's coming in. Wow, Nate Kanate coming in. They need to kick these Argentinian players off the fucking sideline who are kicking the ball into the stands to waste time. Where's the ref not handing out yellows or reds at these guys, for God's sakes, for doing that shit? That should not be happening. They should not be involving themselves in the game. That's ridiculous. Uh-oh.
Goal kick is the decision. Argentina 7 minutes away. But we've said that before. They've been minutes away in this game already.
Here we go.
Mbappe wants it play long for him to chase. Pass a second Argentine player.
Oh! That's got to be it. That's absolutely got to be it. Might be even a red. Yeah, Argentina's going to play dirty now.
Great work by Camavinga, taking on a couple of defenders there, comes inside and just look. This is what Argentina did when they conceded the goal the last time.
Yeah.
Lost their concentration.
They lose their cool. They get so obsessed.
In the moment.
Get the fuck out of there, man.
You're giving away a free kick and an opportunity. Mbappe right now, away from the screen, is going to the French fans, trying to get them going.
Oh, of course, it's better this. Of course.
Messi struck first. Mbappe answered. Mbappe went again. Then Messi came again. Does Mbappe?
Oh boy, man! If the French score here right at the end, whew, craziness.
Just clips it in, bodies flying, and then Acuna wins the header. Right, it comes to Kunde.
Oh, bad pass, man.
Able to recover it. Kunde lifts it up. Fico battling out there. Konate, the center back.
Konate. Yeah, Konate get himself a corner. Konate, Liverpool player. Oh my God! If Konate scored here, I lose my shit. I'd lose my shit. Come on, Konate. Naughty Konate.
Television commentators from Argentina. Argentina will make a change. They're going to bring Alexis McAllister off. Now, normally you wouldn't sub defending a corner, but they will do so now.
Wow, McAllister coming off. He's going to take his time to waste more time, of course. He's not going to run out.
Sort of the cleanup man added in when they needed to hold on to a lead at this tournament.
This is how finals go, y'all, man. It is gritty. It is dirty. It is controversial. It is, totally frustrating if you're on the other side, and gratifying if you're on the winning side. So this is the game. Here we go. Oof. Uh-oh. Oh, that's a hand. Penalty! What did I tell you? I told you, just because they scored and they're celebrating, it doesn't mean that a goal can't happen. Sure enough. Oh, totally. Arm away from his body. That's absolutely a penalty. That is 100% a penalty, man. And they're going to try to intimidate him. They're going to try to do all this kind of shit. Get the fuck out of here. You know what you did. Gonzalo. Wow. I told you, man. Just because they were celebrating does not mean that the game was over. The Brazilians did the same fucking thing, and you turn off for a few minutes, and I'm telling you can't turn off against a great team like France or a great team like Croatia, which has gone to a number of these finals or semifinals here in the World Cup. So we shall see. And this now, once again, this is Mbappe, A, for a hat trick, and B, for the Golden Boot, possibly. And if he gets it in there, maybe even if they win the World Cup, for most valuable player of the tournament. Okay, don't tell me what happens. In fact, I might turn off the chat here because I don't want to see what happens. Or I might. Anyway, all right. Mbappe, goal! Mbappe ties this thing up. Insane. Hat trick in the World Cup final. Keep telling me he's not on the level of Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi, and you're insane. The kid is only 24 years old. 24. He's already done more than Messi or Ronaldo's ever done at the World Cup, and he's 24. Incredible. Wow. Bang! He totally juked him by going like he was going to his right and smoked him to his left. He absolutely played him. I'm telling you, this when it's all over, if Mbappe gets himself on a good Champions League team, this guy is going to be the greatest to ever play the game. I'm telling you, there will be comparisons to Pele with him. Well, watch out now. We've still got some time left. So here we go. We've still got some time left here. Watch out. The French could come. Camavinga's been fantastic for them, by the way. Can we say that Camavinga's been like the... Uh-oh, watch out. Uh-oh. Couldn't get it. Uh-oh. Now here comes Argentina trying to will themselves into this victory. And there's still like 3 or 4 minutes left in this game. Don't forget. Oh, corner kick for Argentina. Woo. Man. All right, fine. He's 23. He'll be 24 on the 20th. Still, he's only days away from being 24. So really, you don't all of a sudden change in 3 days. So he's in essence 24 years old. So was it? What's today? The 18th? Yeah, he's 2 days away. He's 24 for God's sakes. Oh! Uh-oh. Oh, a little too much. Can't quite get to it. That would have been incredible if Mbappe had gotten to that ball. Oh, my God. I mean, again, Didier with the subs has been fantastic. Watch out now. That's the thing. Oh! Oh, my God. Kanate. It was almost Kanate. Wow. Kanate. Oh, man. Just a little bit. Oh, was that not Kanate? My bad. My bad. I thought that was Kanate. Oh, so close. Oh, almost. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Sweet Jesus. Should have put 5 minutes because 2 goals, I would say, is 5 minutes of stoppage time. You don't want to go to penalties, for God's sakes. Oh, Haaland. Yeah, Haaland, absolutely. I'm not going to deny that all in the game. Haaland is a goddamn manhunter. He's a manhunter. Oh, Dasasi coming in for Kunde. All right. Interesting. I don't know why you put players in right at the last minute for penalties. They're not warm. They're not in the rhythm of the game. I always think it's dangerous, man. Here comes Dybala. Tagliafico's out. My God, what a match this has been. And we're not even done with the drama yet. If we get to penalties, it's going to be insane. Unless someone gets a goal in the next 2 minutes and ends this thing once and for all. Oh, good defense there. Here we go. Less than 2 minutes left in this game. Good God Almighty. 90 seconds to go here, according to the stoppage time that the ref has. Uh-oh. Watch out now. Watch out now. Almost gave it up. Almost gave it up. Almost. Looks like they're playing for the penalties. Oh, but got the pass. Oh. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, my God. That was offside. I was going to say, man, that was kind of crazy. I thought that was offside, so. Yeah, totally offside. Well, we're going to penalty pick. Wolves. We're going to penalty kicks. Unless France pulls off some miracle through Mbappe, we are absolutely going to penalty kicks. Now, do you see the Harry Kane skies that ball? Mbappe kicks both of those penalties. Pressure packed. That's the difference. Kane is always going to choke. Kane doesn't have it within him. He doesn't have it within him to be a full champion. Good player. Oh! Oh! What a save! Oh, my God. What a save. He may have just saved Argentina winning the tournament. Uh-oh. Watch out now. He's going to cut it inside. Oh. Wow. Oh, my God. There it was. Oh, if he just angles it into the corner, that could have been a goal for Argentina for sure. Look at that save. Oh. Oh, man. I mean, if you're one-on-one, I don't understand how you don't go around the goalie. Damn. Wow. Whew.
to be the hero once again in the penalty shootout as he was in the quarterfinals.
Oh,
As he was in the semifinal.
watch out now.
There might be a chance coming for France before the end. Chouameni trying to get Mbappe on the run. Romero defending. Mbappe's there. Still we play.
Wow.
124th minute.
Mbappe.
Spins him back.
Oh my God. Mbappe. Oh, he couldn't quite get past that last defender. Oh, there it is. Penalty kicks. Wow. Mbappe knows if he had just gotten past that last defender, he had a bullet waiting to shoot into that goal. Good God almighty. Yeah, he didn't want to cause a penalty there. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, I'm going to use the restroom. I'll be right back, guys. Whew, craziness.
I have something for you too.
Well, the penalties, Bob.
It's the holidays. Get 2.9% APR and no monthly payments for 90 days on turbo high-output engine Sierra light-duty models. Plus, current eligible GMC owners get $2,500 purchase allowance.
'Tis the season to switch to Verizon. It's your last chance to get our best deal of the year.
Tis?
Tis. They'll give you the new iPhone 14 Pro.
Amazing phone.
This holiday season, Verizon gives you the new iPhone 14 Pro that's in stock now. Plus an Apple gift like Apple Watch SE, iPad, and Beats Fit Pro, all on us. That's a value of up to $1,900. Wow! Act now. It's our best deal of the year, but it ends soon. Visit Verizon today.
The 8th World Cup final to go to extra time has now become the 3rd World Cup final to go to a penalty kick shootout. Rob Stone, Landon Donovan, Clint Dempsey, Alexi Lawless back here with you. It had to be Messi. And then it had to be Mbappe.
All right. All right. You know what? A lot of you said you didn't want penalties, but it's pretty incredible the way we got here to the penalties. So I would say we are here, and I have no problem with this, actually, because this has been a crazy, crazy game.
This is not a crapshoot. This is not a coin toss. It requires skill. It
Yeah.
requires obviously mental.
This is going to be insane. This is going to be insane, everybody. I haven't seen any Streamlabs. Oh, shit. I guess I've gotten a few of these who've come through. Sorry about that. I'm too Flat Cam says, I appreciate the coverage, Rocha, and don't have much to say on this match anymore. I was wondering if you were going to get that Harry Potter game next year. A lot of my friends say they're boycotting due to J.K. Rowling. Her last tweet was pretty disappointing. Yeah, I know. Happy Turfmas was a really dick move by her. No, I don't know if I'll get it. We'll see what happens. I am too Fly Cam, but I appreciate this. But we'll see. Depends if the Geek Buddies want to get it. Maybe we'll play it. That could be a fun video for us. But yeah, and sadly, everything has to go through that situation. And with that understanding of J.K. Rowling being involved. Fred says, what's it going to take for the U.S. to get to this level? Seems our game strategy is what's most lacking. Also going to give love to my favorite soccer movie, The Big Green, filmed in my hometown, Austin, Texas. Yeah, that guy is fantastic on TikTok. The guy who plays the goalie. He's a very funny actor as a child actor. He's fantastic on TikTok. If you haven't seen him, he is hilarious. I'm Too Fly Cam said Mbappe is the GOAT. Yeah, well, I mean, he's getting there. He's got a little while to go. If he wins this World Cup on penalties, then, you know, you've got yourselves a pretty incredible thing that they've scored twice or one back-to-back rather. So we shall see. We shall see. No whiskey now. No. As I said, still too much to do. And this is going to be a crazy penalties for sure. 125. Yeah, thanks so much for joining me. Appreciate it. Please make sure you hit a like on this video. And if nothing else, subscribe to the channel down below as well. And leave a comment if you're going to watch this later. Also, I'm doing a simulcast on the Game Time Sports channel because I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers there. I'll be doing a watch along later, probably of the Commanders Giants game later on tonight. So look for that as well. But so I would love for you all to give it a like and subscribe. Sorry, subscribe to the channel And you can find the link in the description of this video. So that would be great. In fact, I'm going to actually pin it now because I can't imagine you guys would send any more super chats because we're near the end here, or Streamlabs rather. So I'll just pin it in the chat here for you all. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. So I would love it if you guys could subscribe to the channel as well. But Mbappe starting out is real interesting. Oh, he got it in there. Woo, woo, woo. 3 straight penalties. Mbappe has gotten in there. So pretty incredible stuff by a guy who a lot of people are still kind of doubting, which is hilarious to me. So yeah, replace the pinned message. So there we go. There it is. There's the address. If you guys could subscribe, I would really appreciate it. Get us to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. We'll be doing a lot of sports content as the year goes along in 2023 as well. But still, there's still 2 or 3 weeks left in this year with some NFL games and some playoff implications as well. Here we go with Messi to start things off. Okay, nobody ruin it in the chat. Nobody ruin it in the chat. Let this play out, for God's sakes. That's the agreement you're entering to with me by watching this with me. Oh, so close. So close. Oh, so close. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. 2 smart penalty takers, rather, understanding the psychology. Yeah, no spoilers in the chat, everybody. Please, I will block you if you spoil. Oh, here we go. Now both the star players have handled their business, so neither one of them can be faulted for what happens. Everything that happens after here is up to the other players. Oh, you knew it. This guy is so good at penalty taking. Penalty blocking. This guy is so good. He has been the star of Argentina. You can argue behind Messi, he has been the biggest star for Argentina. Look at that. He's just so good. He's just so good. Yeah, he's just so good. Can Lloris do the same thing? That's the thing. Is Lloris just as smart in the box, in the goal rather, as the Argentinian goalkeeper? We shall see. Oh, almost went down the middle. Now, if the French miss here, this game is over, in my opinion. No matter what happens, this game is over. Because, a 3-1 advantage for the a potential 3-1 advantage for the Argentinians is too much to overcome. Oh, okay. Matt, right now it's 2-1 Argentina, and the French are stepping up now to try to score here and at least even it up for now and give Lloris a chance to block one of these kicks and make it level. I don't understand. To me, you got to shoot postage stamp penalties. You got to put them in the top corner. That's the kind of thing I have in my mind. So here we go. Oh, he missed it. Oh, this is it. Game over, guys. Argentina's going to win this. Yep, this is done. French did all they could. I think if Mbappe had gotten past that last defender, it's a goal, and this game is over. But because he couldn't, the French aren't prepared for a penalty situation. So, maybe Deschamps didn't get them ready. Maybe they just didn't practice enough, but they are clearly mentally out of sorts here in this penalty kicking situation. Lloris may save them, but I really doubt it. Oh, yeah. See, he even went the right way and still couldn't stop it. So here we go. So this is it. If the French don't score here, it's over. The Argentinians have won the World Cup. Messi has his World Cup. Messi is the golden boot. Oh, Messi might get the golden boot. And yeah, Lloris is, but it's not his fault. This is a tough situation. So Argentina is going to win this one, I imagine, right here. It's a shame. It's a shame. I thought the French played a fantastic last few minutes, but hey, Argentina played a better few minutes for a majority of this game, so you can almost say that they've earned it. They deserve it, rather. Oh, got it. Nice kick. So now Argentina can win it with this kick. Oh, that's what I'm saying. This guy loves to dive to the ground. I would focus on kicking to the top corner. I don't understand why they're trying to do these soft shots to the bottom. This guy always loves diving to the ground, so I don't understand how you don't kick it to the top corners. Maybe you're afraid to sky it. Maybe you're afraid to, placement and whatever, but I think it's important. All right, let's see what happens here. It's a lot of pressure here to be able to do it, so. There it is! Argentina wins the World Cup. And he has done it. He has won it for them. Wow. What an incredibly emotional moment, clearly. I mean, this is Messi's World Cup, but that was the winning kick to win the World Cup. So there it is. All in the Game says, I hope the black French players don't get racist abuse like the black English players did at the Euros. Yeah, I agree. I hope they don't either. But, I mean, 2 black players scored for them and 2 black players missed. So it's a balance. So you can't say, I don't think if you're doing racist abuse, that's a stupid thing. Absolutely stupid. So I knew they went to penalties. This guy has proven to be a fantastic goalkeeper for the Argentinians. So I was not surprised to see him take care of business in this situation. And, the French players can feel down for sure, but they played a hell of a game after Argentina had controlled most of the game to even get it to penalties. So I think there's, as much as they may want to, be mad at themselves or whatever, or feel bad about the situation, I also think they did an incredible job getting to this point. So, there's just only so much you can do against this Argentinian team, against Emiliano Martinez. He's just been a fantastic goalkeeper the whole time, the whole tournament. And you know what's crazy? He plays for fucking Aston Villa. I mean, if I was any kind of Premier League club that worth his salt, I would so try to get this guy because he is mentally fantastic for this team. Oh, Diego. There's Diego. So congratulations to Messi winning his first ever World Cup. You can see how much emotion is involved with everybody involved in this. So congratulations to all of it. Mbappe, man, there will be other days, brother. There will be other days. You single-handedly tried to win this for them, and they had the ball. That French striker had the ball right there one-on-one with Emiliano and couldn't get that ball past him. And so in the end, that makes the difference. Mbappe couldn't get past that last defender as well. So respect to Argentina. I am wearing Argentinian pants. Thanks to Adidas. I don't know if you can see this. Thanks to Adidas, I am wearing the Argentinian crest. So I was cheering for both teams. And I wanted a great game. But in the end, the Argentina did just enough to win. There's only so much Mbappe can do. So hopefully the other players will be able to, were they up in the stands celebrating with family? So shout out to them. Fantastic stuff. Fantastic. This is one of the best finals games ever. A lot of people saying it's the best finals game ever. We'll see. Because, the last few minutes will kind of bias you a little bit because it was incredible stuff. But look, the Argentinians earned it. They fought with every ounce of their beings. They got that 2-0 lead. They gave up the 2 goals. They fought to stay in contention. They were close to scoring a number of occasions, scored in extra time. Then we had the penalty, which I knew was coming at some point. The French were going to score. Mbappe gets the goal, but then it all comes down to penalty kicks. And this, I think, is a fair way in this particular game to end this situation. And so all love to Argentina for winning this one, and much love to them. And much love to the French as well for being such a valiant champion who was fighting to retain their crown and in the end just didn't have enough right at the end to get the job done. So Argentina, todo respeto y les agradezco una victoria grande en el Copa Mundial. So, con todo mi amor. All right, thanks guys for watching. Really appreciate it. I'm gonna go rest. I've got a thing to do in an hour now. I thought I'd have 2 hours of rest, but now only an hour. So Thank you all so much for joining me. Appreciate it. One more time, please remember to subscribe to the Outlaw Nation channel right now. Hit a like on this video. If you're watching it later, please leave a comment and a like on this video. And do me a massive favor. Head on over, as I posted here in the chat. Please head on over to the Game Time Sports channel and subscribe to that as well. I will be doing a watch along later of the Giants Commanders game. I would appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Thanks for the Streamlabs and the Super Chats. And I will talk to you guys next time with another brand new video, another brand new watch along, or another brand new whatever, a review or trailer reaction here on the Outlaw Nation channel, and another brand new show on the Game Time Sports channel as well. All right, much love to you guys. Take care of yourselves. Be well. You're the best, and I'll talk to you next time with another brand new show here on the channel. Peace. Outro now. Where is it? There it is. There it is.